just like straight ear rape, dude. I mean, and not in a fun way, like an awfully not fun way. Is ear rape. But I'm streaming now. We are live. And dude, what is going on here? Okay. So I'm doing Stardew Valley. Okay. Um, we're Stardew Valley streamers now. Okay. You don't want to
Dude,
play?
politics out.
Politics is out, dude. Politics is boring. It's like, the system. Oh, we gotta read things. No, that's lame. Not cool. We're gonna play our cozy. We're just gonna be cozy co-op streamers, co-op slop streamers. But you don't want to play with me, so that's fine. But you'll be here for the ride.
Yeah.
Click on this. There'll be an alien. Oh yeah, there's an alien. Okay. So I'm creating a new game. All right. What should I name my farmer? That's what we should figure out here. This is hard hitting. We got Jerome Powell is a good one. We got Donald Pump, Ronald Reagan's. What we got? Ted Kaczynski. We're farming. He hates that.
Trevor Leahy.
Trevor Leahy. Who's that? Is that a Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, Trailer Park Boys reference.
I think, yeah, we'll do, gotta think of a name here. Well, I'll do Leahy. That's Lahey, right? Leahy?
Lahey, yeah.
Okay. But now there needs to be a name of my farm. So my name is Leahy, but what's my farm name? Something farm. So, like, I usually do farm, booger farm, you know, things like that. Fetus farm? I like that.
Fetus farm?
Yeah, we're farming fetuses. What else is there?
Still waking up here. My
Okay.
brain is not.
Well, I'll start filling in the blanks then. We want a dog. Definitely dog people. Wait, are you a dog person or a cat person?
I'm a cat person.
I'll do cat. There's like a yellow, orange cat. We got a gray cat, blonde cat, white cat, black cat.
Let's do the white cat.
White cat. All right, sick, dude. Picking up what you're putting down here. I'm just gonna hit random for my character's looks. Screw it. I need to think of. We still need a farm name and my favorite thing.
Tax farm. Favorite thing.
Taxes. I like this. Yeah. Taxes, dude.
What does this favorite thing do for you?
So at a certain point in the game, if you eat they're called. So there's like 6 things that are like star drops. I think they're called, and when you eat them, it will give your character. It'll say like, oh, this reminds you of this.
Yes, I often eat meals and think, oh, this reminds me of my great love of taxes.
Yeah, when I eat my favorite thing, like, that's gotta be like a Homer bit, you know, just like, taxes.
Taxes. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we're getting down in the early stages here, dude. If people are watching this, they'll be like, damn, dude, I'm on the ground floor of this operation right now.
Right.
There's so many taxes to be gained.
God, this farm is a sty.
Yeah. I inherited it from my grandfather. He's dead, thank God, and so now we have it.
He must have been a Democrat to leave his farm like this.
Yeah, all those farmers and their subsidies, those fucking liberals.
This is what he gets for letting all the Mexicans in.
Yeah. They never. They're famous. Yeah, Mexicans are famously known for not being hard workers. In fact.
It's ridiculous that you would think otherwise.
You know, there's not many minorities in this game. which is a shame.
Yeah, and it's also a shame that you can't, fight people, because I would love
You can
to
fight.
be able to.
You can fight. You can only kill one person in this game, and that's your kids. I'm not even kidding. You can like kill your children, which is
Can you
why.
really?
Yes, you can kill your own children in this game, which is pretty sick. In like a cool way. Like that's like, oh hell yeah,
Yeah, I love a game that's willing to let you hurt children in it. Too many games pussyfoot around, and they're like, oh, you can't hurt kids. In this game, we don't even have any kids.
Or Bethesda, they go like, we're gonna make the worst kids imaginable, and
Right.
taunt you with the fact that you can't kill them. Okay. So we're over here crafting and everything, dude. It's like Minecraft, but better because we're hard-working farmers.
It's not as artistic, and that's why it's better.
No, I don't know, man, dude. People, when it comes to this game, the community is, it's out there. People get pretty heated.
Right.
So now, I planted my 15 parsnips, okay? Well, we're just goofing gaffing. We're looking for things to scavenge, forage, all that. So, wait, you just woke up, dude. I'm sorry. I'm kind of bombarding you with a bunch right now. I'm hyped. I was ready to stream and argue about politics, and people. Nobody's here, man. It's those liberals too afraid to have arguments,
Yep.
So we did do D&D today.
How did that go?
It went very badly. I'm not good at. I hate combat. And when you're doing like
listen, man, you're not allowed near that playground.
Yeah, not anymore. Not since the incident. Not since the incident, brother.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm really bad about this dude's Gus, dude. This guy, he serves the best thing in the game, beer. Okay, you'll see him in a second.
Yeah. Mr. Leahy's favorite thing.
I am the liquor.
I am the liquor, Rand.
I don't even know what the game starts off. You can't really do much. They're like, oh, we want you to have fun, explore the game.
Right.
Dude, I just found topaz right off the rip. Okay, that's sick. So dumpster diving is like a big thing in the game as well. Which I love getting in trash. I'm the trash man.
Yep.
I just start throwing trash all over the room.
Yeah. I'm in the ring eating trash.
So there's this dude Gunther.
So I've been wanting my local radio station. I'll shamelessly plug them. 99.1 PLR. They do every year. They're famous because they do this toy drive for Christmas.
Okay.
And they do stuff to raise money for it, like events, and then like weird stuff. Like there's one day in like November here in Connecticut, one of the two hosts, usually it's this guy AJ, but recently they both did it. They'll spend 24 hours in a
redhead alert, so you know. 24 hours in a what?
In like a little like tiny house thing. With like basically nothing in it. Oh yeah,
Okay.
Pet my girl pen. And while they're in this box, the community votes on a song that they play 24/7. Well, for 24 hours, like the entire time.
Okay.
And they usually get the fans to, vote for something obnoxious,
Right.
right? But I was thinking this
So over
year,
there.
over there.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking this year of reaching out to them and being like, hey, you know what I think would be fun? Since it's, dang, a lost book. Uh, you know what would be fun is if, the two guys, they've got a girl, and then
Mm-hmm.
they've got their I don't know what his title is, but when they're on the air, he's the guy who like handles the phone calls coming in, the switchboard operator or
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay. Gotcha.
I want to try and get them to, the four of them to play in like a one-shot D&D adventure,
Oh. Okay.
and you know, like stream it on Twitch or whatever, because they do that sort of. They're here on Twitch somewhere, but stream it and then make it so people can donate money, like
Mm-hmm.
the fundraising side of it. Donate money to influence the one-shot adventure,
Oh.
and see if they'd be down with it to raise some money for the kids and the toys.
Yeah. That I mean, I think that'd be awesome to do, like, just on like talking about like streaming like Dungeons and Dragons. I think that'd be kind of cool. But then the problem with that is like people already feel super uncomfortable with a lot of D&D
Right.
stuff that it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we could do it with our group.
No, 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 definitely not. No, what I
Mm.
was saying is I'm really bad about like
Right. Yes. Sorry.
no, I'm really bad
Combat.
about combat in these games, and it's like doing these like or and like trying to make it interesting. Like dude, I hate it. I'm not good with it, and I sent you the pictures. I made like a Lego, built like a Lego like defenses and all that, and they had like Lego barbed wire they got to set up and um,
Uh,
like shape the battlefield and stuff like that. And but it's like, dude, I don't care about it personally. I'm just like, and it's hard for me to like get hyped about it. And it's like because it's also supposed to be like this massive battle that's supposed to take place, but it's like, how do you do this without it being like a total slog? I don't know how, man. I really don't know how. Because like what I've been doing is like, okay, so you're doing this like fight. I'm describing like what's going on like in the surrounding area, but like here, oh, what's up, Captain Ned Ludd? How you doing? Um, so it'd be like there's this fight going on, there's all this stuff going on, but like this is your piece of the battle, and like describing the battlefield to them and like how they do go through it, and then um, like changing the map and like having a new objective and talking about like how the battle has advanced or something like that. Yo,
mhm.
Stardew Valley, let's go, dude. Stardew Valley is the greatest game ever, dude. No game makes me want to just saddle up with another man in the middle of nowhere and tend to our animals. And it's the same feeling I get when I watch Yellowstone. I'm just like, yes, dude, this is. I just want to be around all these strong men.
Return to our Luddite roots.
Yeah, there you go. No, fuck. But so it's like I'm doing this, and it's just so hard to like keep it interesting, and like I'm doing it to where like in between each day they have only a chance to get a long rest. So they're like rolling for a Constitution save to get a long rest or short rest, and um, I mean I just don't know like how the players are feeling through it. I mean it was like we played for only like 4 or 5 hours, and it was like I don't know, man. I felt bad because it's supposed to be the last session, and we didn't even finish it. Nothing like discussing geopolitics while plowing my fields while watching Jojo Mart's collapse. No, dude, we're Jojo Mart maximalists, dude. We're gonna side with the evil capitalist, more like
Oh
crapitalism.
yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
We're gonna side with him just so we can watch it fail and prove that it doesn't work.
Yeah, true capitalism hasn't been tried. Um, no, Jojo Marley can suck a fatty, dude. But so can Pierre, dude. I hate Pierre. He's got a French
Jojo
name.
Mart is like
The
the
Amazon
evil.
stand-in.
Yeah, Amazon.
Level 1 foraging,
You know
dude.
who?
What's up?
You know who I hate more than that?
The Jews.
God. Yes, and amongst them, goddamn Tom Nook.
Who's Tom Nook? Oh, the raccoon guy, right?
The raccoon from
From what game is that?
from Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. I bought it. I did not get it. Infiltrate from within, like invading Scientology building with Subway Surfers playing. Wait, that just happened. Wasn't there like a Scientology thing where I saw something? Someone sent me a meme today. One of my friends about the Scientologists and speedrunning thing. So I don't know what happened. Okay, Coops.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Oh, he'll be right back. You all just stuck with me for a little bit. Ned Led. The blood. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. Because now it's day 2, we can go fishing. I don't know. I was thinking, because like we were gonna talk about politics and have more people on today, but people... Oh, raid, yeah, okay. People dipped out without saying anything, so...
Bunch of scumbags.
Bunch of scumbags, dude. Bunch of liberal sissies not wanting to debate. Yep. So now we're doing Stardew Valley. Is this your first run? I've actually never beat the game, but dude, I've been playing it so much on the Switch. I'm still like in summer of year 1, but I fucking love this game, dude. What is this? Smallmouth? Psh, yeah, dude. I'll get you a smallmouth bass. That's the only bass I like to use, you know what I'm saying? Some smallmouth, dude. Big mouth? Can't feel anything.
Yeah.
This is my boy Willie, dude. When you get to this point on the stream, he's the coolest. He's like a sailor pirate, dude. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Ahoy there, son. You know, it's like perfect, dude. There was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you.
Grab hold of my rod there, boy.
Oh, that's a tough one there.
Take it in both hands now.
He doesn't want to play Stardew with me. He just wants to chat, dude. He's being a weirdo.
The game doesn't do it for me.
Dude, the game is so sick, dude. You get to, like, cook popcorn next to a PTSD rattled vet and have him, like, flip out.
Wait, is that a thing you can do?
It happens in the game, and I haven't gotten there yet, but I know in year 2 there's like a war going on, and he's returned home. He's a POW, and like when he is at his house, or whatever, when he reaches like a certain friendship with him or his wife or something, there's like a cutscene that like she's cooking something in the microwave and it's popcorn, and it fucking gives him a PTSD episode.
Good God.
Which is pretty great.
Yeah.
What I do like about this game is like it plays everything completely seriously. Like there's no joke for a lot of these things, which is better because I would not take anything with. I wouldn't. Dude, I hate that. Oh my gosh, I totally ruined that. I'm such an awful player. I'm an awful fisherman. That's what's happening. But dude, Stardew's sick. Yeah, dude, if I had a character with PTSD in a game, I would just make jokes about it the whole time.
Right.
But I remember I had a sergeant one time tell me that all PTSD is remembering yourself at your coolest. and you get sad because you realize you'll never be as cool again.
Right.
It's like, oh man.
Everything is downhill from that point on.
Mm-hmm.
Wildly unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Sardines.
Dude. There's a guy in our office would eat canned sardines. Oh my god.
Dude, I don't mind canned sardines.
Yeah, but in an office, dude,
Yeah, fair.
when we don't have air conditioning because we live in this third world country called Germany. PTSD is taking a peaceful stroll through this game and realizing the truth about Mayor Lewis. What's the truth about Mayor Lewis, dude? He's got a sick mustache, dude, and you can make him eat his own underwear, which is pretty funny. So you get a quest. He mails you. He's like, hey, I lost my underwear. If you find it, can you please return it to me discreetly? And you can find it at like this other lady's house. And then,
really?
yeah, then there's like the governor comes to Stardew Valley to do like a taste test. And you can, no, don't spoil it. And then you can like put his underwear in the potluck. And then he tastes the underwear. He's like, what the hell is this? This game, there's a lot of great stuff in here. So, one thing in this game...
I remember when
sorry, go ahead.
Christina and I were playing it.
You know, Christina would play this with me. She's a true friend.
Dude, I just don't like it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't need to be sorry. Just be better.
Christina and I were playing it, and she could not figure out how to fish. It was like the only thing I could do better. Other than I understood I had to go talk to everybody. Like that's a thing you have to do.
Yeah, it's like one of the first quests. Like, talk to everyone. I'm like, ugh. Dude, I don't want to do that in real life.
Your reputation gains. You've got to go talk to people like daily.
No, the boss lady of the Cobra unit is Tiana. And she didn't want to come over today. I texted her and she was like, no, I'm busy on Saturdays. And I was like, okay, every Saturday? She's like, no, just this one. I'm like, all right. I called her a
just
dumb.
this one that you're asking me.
Yeah, every one that you ask, I'm busy. So I called her a dumb bitch. I'm just kidding. I didn't say anything like that.
Why is she the leader of the Cobra unit?
So we were arguing about something, and
the Cobra Commander.
Yeah, Cobra Commander. So she was talking about, I don't know, something she did in Afghanistan, and
boy,
you know, people are like, "Oh, she's so cool," and I hate y'all for that. I'm just kidding. But it was funny. He called her. He called me like Big Boss or something because I'm fat, which is great. And then her, Cobra Commander.
Got to remember what Big Boss taught you about CQC.
I never played Metal Gear Solid. Never played those games,
really?
So I don't. I never got it, dude. I bought the 5th one. She's probably training Snake to fight using CQC. Oh, nice. Already. And infiltrating the GRU. Or GRU, maybe. I saw a red GRU and I was like, oh, it's Despicable Me.
Yeah, they...
God, what was I gonna fucking say, dude?
You never played?
Yeah, I never played. I bought the 5th one. And I played it for a couple hours. Dude, I hated it. I thought it was fucking awful. I was like, I don't see what people like about this game. I'm crawling on the floor for 30 minutes. There's a little kid riding a flaming unicorn, and then they're like, you're in Afghanistan. Here's some sick 80s music. I'm like, okay, like I don't care. I don't care about any of this. So I just turned it off.
You just got rid of it.
Got a refund.
When I bought... Well, I didn't buy it, but when my parents got me my PlayStation back in the day, you know, some of our viewers probably don't even remember the first PlayStation and memory cards,
Mm.
but it came with a demo of Metal Gear Solid, and I thought it was the great. I played that demo, and it's just like the introduction
Mm.
mission. I must have played that thing like 40 times, and every single time I was like, God, this game is phenomenal. I could just play the demo.
Yeah, my son asked me the other. We were walking home from school, and he's like, "Dad, is there a thing where people can like play video games for free, like a little bit of the video game before they buy it?" And I was like, "Yo, what's up? Man, I forget your name. Don't tell me your name. You're married to Brandolyn, back home. God, I see your beautiful brown face, my friend. I hear your beautiful DJ music. I forgot your name, dude. I'm blanking, dude. But what's up, dude? You can tell me your name. I'm sorry, man.
Terrible host.
Yeah. Wait, I think you just had a kid. Anyway, we're not just had a kid like a year ago. I'm bad, but we haven't been to the States in a while, dog. Man, what was I saying? I'm sorry. Lewis. Oh. Yeah, music and DJ. Yeah, we almost went to one of your concerts, but Jenny's a square, and well, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of the nightlife, like dancing. I mean, I love to do karaoke. I'm your boy when it comes to karaoke. I'll sing anything. You need to come visit? I know, man. You did have a baby. Sick, man. I just had another kid, dude. Dude, we're having so many babies out here. Baby Central.
Just really preserving the population.
I was talking about that today, about like you have a bunch of the most racist dudes you know are either married to a minority or will never get laid at all, and but only talk about preserving the white race. It's like, oh, nice, dude. You did? Congrats. Yeah, I just had a little girl. Her name is Ellie. She's a sweetie
pretty
pie.
adorable.
She is cute, dude. She's a little puke terrorist, dude. I was late coming to the stream tonight because had to take a shower. I was covered in puke. She has just no warning, just puke all over the place. Oh man. Okay, we're edging to this.
Bro, you are sustaining the sardine industry right now.
Yeah. Yeah, fishing is a little OP in this game. At the start. Bro, your post had me dying. Rage beat at its finest. Which posts? Oh, we're friends on Facebook, right, dude? I've been getting a few DMs of that I need to be careful. I don't know, dude. I just get so triggered at people being dumb, and I just want to argue with them.
Ooh, a hearing.
When it comes to like people, especially back home, man, I don't know. Unfortunately, everyone has an equal vote, and that drives me nuts. Your Facebook posts all day.
Oh God.
People still use Facebook. Yeah, dude, I'm a fucking boomer, dude. I'm an unk. Yeah, I use Facebook. Sorry, if you're in your 30s and 40s, like you still use Facebook. A little bit, like come on. Not all of us can be a TikToker.
I'm still hanging on MySpace with my boy Tom.
Dude, he's in my top 7, dude. My top 8 or whatever. Dude, MySpace, I remember, dude, I was so embarrassed. I was like, I like chose my background and everything. It was like blue, like flames and stuff. And I thought it was so cool, but then people were like, this is a girl's background. You're gay. And I just like felt really sad.
I had some of the dumbest pictures of myself, and
oh, dude, I remember so much Linkin Park.
Oh yeah, I had the HTML like
Tom is on your top of your real one.
playlist. Oh yeah, absolutely. If you weren't friends with Tom, are you really a person?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I made my top 8 a top 1, and it's just Tom.
Just Tom 8 times. Yeah, dude. I was very self conscious about everything. I mean, I still am, but I hide it better. But when
Right.
it, yeah, on MySpace, dude, when someone made fun of my background and my music, I took it so personally, and I felt so bad. Dude, I remember in school one time, dude. Oh, I had a flip phone. I know. Um, do you think we'll reach a point where we will ban smartphones? I hope so. We need to ban the internet. We need to be Luddites. Um,
It could be Luddites.
this is we're those characters in that Star Wars show. We're just cursed with using the tactics of our enemies. Um,
That's a you need to watch that. It's
yeah, I'll watch it. I'm watching Daredevil right now, and that's sick.
Daredevil's a good one.
What
Oh,
it,
and there's a Punisher one
yeah,
shot.
I think it takes place after
It
the
does.
season 2
It bridges Daredevil to
with
the new
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Dude, the new Spider-Man is gonna be so sick. I want to see. Apparently, Mr. Negative's in it. Oh, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I know this isn't a hot take,
Hmm.
but I really love Punisher, and I specifically love uh, the actor who plays him.
John Bernthal.
Yes, and John Bernthal is like it. Yeah, the people that glorify you guys who are like glorifying the Punisher, you don't get it. You're
I,
not supposed.
I respect John Bernthal. I don't like the Punisher show. I think the Punisher show is bad. It's a good show, but it's not a good Punisher show. Like the Punisher, um, because John Bernthal read all like the Punisher Max series, the Garth Ennis run. I love the Punisher. I read a lot of the comics, um, mainly the Garth Ennis because he had the longest. He has the longest Punisher run out of anyone ever, and I feel like a lot of people like the show. They fucked the Punisher up because they just made him Wolverine. Where he's just
Mhm.
like, oh, I just want to be left alone. I just don't want to, but then I'm forced to come out and fight, and it's just like, because, dude, in the comics, the Punisher is kind of like secretly glad his family's dead. Like he like hated being a family man. He loves that he gets to find a reason to go back to war, and it's like, sick, you know. Like he's not a good dude. He's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Um, and I liked in season 2 Daredevil, they did that really well. Where like it's just they're finding just tortured people in like freezers. You know, it's like, oh god. It's like, yeah, dude, the Punisher is sick as hell, but he's not supposed to be a good dude.
Yeah, I really enjoyed.
Is he considered an
Um,
anti-hero? I would consider him an anti-hero. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, dude, that's a gold nugget. I don't want the gold nugget though. Oh, what is this thing though?
When
Ooh, trilobite. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm trying to think of like the exact circumstance of it, but like one of my favorite like bits re the Punisher um was like his kid like said something racist, you know, because he was like, oh yeah, my dad
Oh,
was
killed
in.
Haji's, and he like grabs him, and he's like,
Yeah, yeah.
"Don't you dare say that."
Yeah, like it flips out, and I'm like,
Hmm.
that's.
Yeah, the Punisher. Um, yeah, I would say he's considered an anti-hero. He's not a good person. Um, and the Daredevil show does a good job at capturing that. The Punisher show did not for me. You
Yeah,
know, he like
he was
spares
definitely
he
much.
spares so many people. He's like, if you want to survive the Punisher, just be like, I have a kid. And he goes like, ah, let me tell you something, and then lets you live. Like,
Be better. Oh, I think the Odyssey is going to be like one of the best
really?
movies.
I don't like Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan
I
is
love that.
50-50. I love Matt Damon. Christopher Nolan is like 50-50 on his movies. They're either like really good or just really bad.
Hmm.
Very rarely are they just like in between. Like I think Dunkirk is an awful movie. I don't. I never haven't seen Oppenheimer yet because I just didn't care, and I didn't see
Oppenheimer was
Midway
good.
because
Midway, good. I liked
I
Dunkirk.
I hate
Maybe
Dunkirk.
I'm just a simp for Christopher Nolan. I don't know. But
I hate it. It's just style over substance a lot of the time, and I don't like it. I want um. So for the Odyssey, I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it. I saw the cast list. And people are saying that they're making. I saw people are upset because there's rumors that this black lady is supposed to be Helena Troy or something, and that Elliot Page is supposed to be Achilles. Um, I don't think that's
Elliot Page, isn't that the
formerly Ellen
girl?
Page. Yeah. Gonna be Larkin BRB. No
You
problem,
know.
dude. I don't know if that's true. This was like rumors or whatever because their names are on the cast list, but they don't know their parts haven't been um uh oh
I think it would be funnier to cast Elliot Page as Helen of Troy. Be like, listen, we need you to play a woman.
yeah, it's just come on, dude, help us out.
Can
Come
you
on, can you just be a bro?
can you yeah, can you make believe for us?
Um,
Yeah.
which like I mean I don't care. Like hopefully it's a good movie or whatever. It is like a little strange to have like the race swapping. I don't like that, but it's whatever. It might be a great movie, dude. We'll see. I
They'll
don't know anything
always
about it.
I think they'll always make like when it comes to like stuff like that, like they'll the justification is going to be uh like, oh well, people from that area during that time were often black, and
What? No, they weren't.
but that's what people say.
No one's.
They'll
Yeah, that's what idiots say, I guess. Asmongold made a hate reaction about it because dude, Asmongold's a fucking disgusting roach, dude. I hate that guy. If Asmongold has zero haters, it means I'm dead. I can't stand people that are so smug when they're so wrong and they just avoid all confrontation, dude. I hate it.
he is he's the street, isn't he? Didn't he get famous playing WoW?
Yeah, he got famous playing WoW and not showering.
Asmongold.
I hate him. I hate him. When it comes to the Odyssey though, I just don't know. I mean, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen a trailer or anything. I saw people are upset about the outfits or whatever. I don't care that much about that. If the outfit looks cool, I'm cool. Which because like in
I'm
the
more
original Troy movie, right? It's not. I know it's not Troy, but it's the Odyssey. But like they didn't have historically accurate armor, but
not absolutely,
it was still sick.
but that movie was badass.
I love that movie.
Get up, Prince of Troy. Don't let a stone steal my glory.
Hmm. Hector, dude, I suck. It's catfish though. It's fine. Dude, that fight is so badass. The dad's like, "I love you, buddy." It was nice knowing. Like everyone is against the like Hector. You lost, dude. This is
Yeah,
bro.
and of course, Troy's also the source of the "That's why no one will remember your name" meme.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a great one.
I
Just wakes up in a tent full of like four naked women. Just, I wouldn't fight him. He's
I
scary.
wouldn't fight. He's big.
Uh-huh. It's obviously not 100% historical. It's fantasy. Yeah, I get that. My thing is like when it comes to when people use this argument that it's like fantasy. Like I'm trying to. I don't even know why I'm trying to give the devil's advocate stuff because people are dumb anyway. Like when it comes, like yeah, there's enough people just being blatantly racist and shit that they don't. I don't need to play devil's advocate. Um, you're right. It is fantasy, dude, and I hope it's a fun movie. Hope it's a good
Homer was
movie. Homer's married to Marge, and that's all I know, dude.
no Homer was the first successful fantasy author.
Hmm. He was the original George R. R. Martin.
Yeah, everybody says that fantasy authors stand on the mountain that is uh J.R. Tolkien, and
Hmm.
if they can't see it, it's because they're standing on his summit. But
Hmm.
Tolkien Tolkien ripped off Homer.
Yeah.
Guy goes on a long quest. The only difference is that he sailed instead of walked.
Hmm.
Clearly a ripoff of the Odyssey.
Right. Oh, there's Mary Lewis, dude. Look at that sexy ass mustache. I'm trying to catch smallmouth bass, dude. Oh wait, I think I can only catch them in lakes, right? Or the mountain. I'm gonna run to the mountain.
There's only one return, and it's of the Jedi.
What?
Oh, dude, Clerks.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Clerks. It's okay.
Kevin Smith.
I don't like
Oh my.
Kevin Smith that much.
Oh, that's another one that I just I'm like, oh, he can't miss. Everything he does is great.
Mhm. Kevin Smith.
I'm probably a terrible movie critic because
I mean, dude,
I'll
everything's subjective, dude. Who knows? Who cares? I am a enlightened movie critic. I um I have nothing but correct takes about everything.
never wrong.
Never wrong, dude.
The man doesn't miss when it comes to criticizing things.
Hmm. Yeah. Let me try to think. Movies that have come out this year. I mean, I haven't seen any movie this year like that has been new. I mean, I saw Weapons. I love Weapons. That came out last year, but we still need to
One of my
finish it. But
did you see? Is it called Sinners?
no, I
The
did not see Sinners.
Christina and I watched that, and that was a phenomenal movie. I and it came out around the same time as Weapons, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And it's a
I know exactly what it
matter.
is. I saw a clip of it, and I was like, okay, I got it. It's like From Dusk Till Dawn, and there's vampires.
Yeah, I guess that's not a terrible take, and you're never wrong. So
No, it looks good. I also, dude, what is that woman's name that's in it? Um,
I have no idea.
I love
I
her,
don't know
dude.
anyone.
I think she is stunning, and apparently she spits in the dude's mouth, and I'm like, sick. I have to watch it now.
That does it for me.
Hmm. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Sinners. I saw some post that people were pissed about. It was like, isn't that movie about black people that are playing their music too loud? It's like, Jesus, guys, come on.
That would be TV. I think I've shown you
Yeah,
TV
TV tropes.
tropes,
Yeah.
and every page has a laconic description that you can click on to look at. And
Mm,
Sinners would definitely be. Black people play their music too loud, and a vampire comes to complain.
That's so awful. Oh my gosh. Green algae. I still need to watch, dude. I need to watch those Akira Kurosawa movies so I can make that video about Kill Bill.
Yes.
Then I can become YouTube famous and people because that video is gonna do numbers.
That one's gonna.
That one's gonna get people
It's gonna
hyped.
hit. There's a leak in the boat.
What?
You just ate a leek and Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Never saw it. It's a large amount. It's a small amount.
Good one. I really just like that one line. It's an okay movie, but the one
we watched that new movie. So speaking of Sinners, with who's the main actor in it? God, what's his name? What's the guy's name? The main actor. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. We watched a movie with him, an animated movie on Netflix, and it was cute. It was called Switch or something, and it's like or like Swap, something like that. And it's like about these like animals that they learn to like they can like switch bodies to like learn.
Yeah, they can broadcast you into their brain, and
no.
Yeah, isn't that what they're doing in it? The girl wears the helmet, and she goes and becomes the animal.
No. This just came out like a week ago on Netflix. It's a movie with these little animals that they touch a pot, like a weird like plant, and it transforms them into another animal. And then they can communicate with other species. And Michael B. Jordan did the voice for the main character, which he does not, like his voice does not fit the animal. It just like doesn't fit, and it's like, but I mean, it's a fun movie. He did a good job. I was like, I don't like the guys.
Tracy Morgan.
Oh yeah, Tracy Morgan's the main bad guy. Spoiler for anyone that wanted to watch this kids movie.
I love Tracy Jordan. I love both Michael B. Jordan and Tracy Jordan.
But... Tracy Morgan, you
or
mean?
Tracy Morgan. Okay. He's Tracy Jordan and Rock.
Captain Ned said one good battle after another could be a possible psyop, but still good. I haven't seen it. I heard it was really good, and I heard it was also really bad. Okay, so this is my... I love this lady in this game. This is my go-to, Emily, dude. Little blue hair.
Man, you're Leahy. You've got to be gay.
I don't know if you can be gay in this. I don't think you can.
Oh, there's got to be a mod for it.
Oh, there's definitely mods, dude. There's a lot of sex mods for this game.
Yeah, weren't we?
Yeah, we were going through them, and I was just reading them out.
Yeah.
To be fair, they're all pretty tame compared to some other games with mods, like Bethesda game mods. Oof.
Oh yeah,
those get crazy. You said, huh, Captain Ned Ludd? I don't know what you're saying that to. Like, I don't know what I said, brother.
Yeah, I don't remember the context of the but we missed it. My bad.
Whatever it is, either congratulations or I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. No, but for what other movies? Man, I'm so excited for Troy to get a little bit older because I want to watch.
Chosen with him?
No, dude, no. I'm not watching that movie with him. Like, Dad, why are you crying? You're such a bitch. Would be cool if you could get a mustache and a green hat and target practice at the CEO of Jojo Mart. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I don't know. Green hat and mustache. Oh, Luigi. I see. Dude, that was good. Wow, that was interesting. No, because like I want to watch. There's so many cool movies out there. Like Christopher Nolan movies. The Dark Knight, great. Like
Yep.
super fun movie.
Get him to be a comic book nerd. You'll have to watch Dread with him.
Dread's great.
And
Yeah.
and, and you'll just for the sake of consistency, you'll have to watch like Judge Dredd.
No.
Let him see
We don't watch Sylvester Stallone in this household.
Sylvester Stallone.
Mm-hmm. No,
Dredd was really
dude,
good.
Dread is great. Stardew Valley Class Struggle Edition. Yeah, everyone like loses their minds because you can't get healthcare. There's the one doctor dude. I forget his name. Harvey. We just like everyone beats up Harvey because he charged everyone for healthcare. No, they elect Mayor Mamdani instead of Lewis. And then everyone gets real racist, real fast.
The race card gets played really quick.
Dude, they hate that, man. People really hate Mamdani.
I know you and I have talked about it personally, but since we're talking about voting,
Oh shit.
you know, when it comes to voting, I support the Starship Troopers structure of if you want to vote, you've got to serve, you've got to do some kind of federal service.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree with it, yeah. I think that would be the most ideal society. Is not military, but some sort of.
So right, it doesn't have to be the military. Just
Didn't he clear a 12 million deficit? No, he cleared a 12 billion deficit. But it's they're in a much larger deficit than 12 billion. So I tried looking up some of the claims because like you see some people with Mamdani real quick. I know you got your thing, Coop. But so Mamdani, New York has like a multi-billion-dollar deficit, and it grew I think by 12 billion last year under Mayor Adams. And you have people on the right that are like, he's got this crazy deficit. The problem with socialism is eventually run out of people's money. But the people on the left are like, no, he's closing the deficit. He's done these great things. I think he has lowered the deficit. There still is a deficit. But he seems to be doing fine. I mean, it's nothing insane. My thing with Mamdani is I hope for the people in New York it works out. And then if it does, we can start implementing those policies elsewhere. If they don't work, then we don't do it, you know? But he seems like a good dude. He seems like genuine, trying to do the right thing. I disagree with him on a lot of it. But hey, I don't think he's evil.
I just noticed your.
My what?
I just noticed your shirt.
Oh, actor shooter. Dude, I was drunk and I wore it out in public once here.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude. I didn't realize what shirt I was wearing until someone like just gave me some awful staring. But no, yeah, Starship Troopers voting. That's the way to do it.
I always argue with my dad about it, and he's like, "What? So you want to take away my vote?"
Well, your dad served,
my
right?
No.
No, your dad served. He was a Mortarman, right?
No, absolutely not.
I thought you told me your dad was a Mortarman in the Marines.
No. No, my dad was a mechanic the entire time I was growing up.
This whole time, I respected your father for being a fellow Mortarman. I hate him now. For nothing, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
I never want him on my stream again.
Yeah, dude, your dad's no longer allowed.
He is banned.
Only Mortarmen are allowed. No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
My thing is, I don't want to take away his vote, but I'm willing to sacrifice some good votes to get rid of a lot of bad voting.
I mean, I just think the principle makes sense to me. Like, you shouldn't be able to dictate what the state does unless you've put the state before yourself in some capacity.
Unless you have some kind of you know.
If you had to
vested
serve
interest.
to vote, America would be cooked.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I think, or it's like be in office. Maybe, dude. I don't know. The principle makes
You
sense to
scared
me,
me.
dude. Catfish are hard to catch, bro. In this
That
game,
was terrible.
you're gonna piss me off, dude, and I'm gonna be so mad. I'm
Gonna cry about it.
I'm gonna cry about it, and I'm gonna end the stream
Never gonna
early.
talk to me again.
Yeah, yeah. My
guys now fishing for catfish at 8:50 p.m.
mhm.
Tell me the color of your skin without telling me the color of your skin.
People would leave. Yeah, people. I mean, no. So I think people. So I believe there should be like constitutional rights for people, where, of course, like freedom of speech,
Right.
freedom of assembly, right to like bear arms and all that. When it comes to like participating in voting or like being a politician, I think you should have had to serve in some sort of government service, whether that be like just a shitty job for the government. Like it just has to suck. Not doesn't have to be the
Dude, working
military.
on the post office.
Work at the post office, be a trash man, you know, pick up, I don't know, clean beaches or something, like some shitty job that does not pay
fucking
well
work on the
for a
highway,
couple years. Like, it just has to suck.
stand on the highway and watch while one guy works.
Mm. It's kind of bad already. Nobody wants to die for Netanyahu. I mean, speak for yourself, okay? Because if you look at Netanyahu's pictures when he was like in his 20s, the guy was a hunk, okay? And I would die for that man. I would die for some BB Supreme right there. Some of that hummus, dude.
You know, Putin. Pretty yoked old guy. I'd let him be my sugar daddy.
Putin?
Oh yeah.
Fuck Putin, dude. This is short ass, dude.
I would, you know, post whatever Daddy Putin wants me to post on Facebook.
Like, you'll be Putin's strongest soldier. Yeah, with Netanyahu, dude, people are very, dude. So many people are. I know they're just like so openly, like anti-Semitic. Like it's wild. And I'm upset, dude, because if only Kanye West waited like 6 months, dude, people would
Yes.
not have cared, dude. I would not have to be embarrassed listening to Kanye West. I wouldn't have to be going, he made graduation.
He would be president right now.
He would be president.
Right.
Dude, he was just ahead of the curve. I like to keep catfish because my boy Willie likes catfish. You think criticizing Satan Yahoo is anti-Semitic? No. You got me completely wrong. If you're wearing any sort of yarmulke while you make fun of Netanyahu, then it cancels out. Then you're in the clear. But if you don't do that, yes, it's anti-Semitic. Calling him Satan Yahoo, that's a very goy thing to say, and I hope that you take it back right now, actually. How dare you? I am 1% Jewish, so...
You're allowed to say goy and things like that.
It's my slur for all you non-Jews. Actually, dude, I would be like the worst Jew. I'd fail the first Jew test. Because I'm not even...
Yeah, dude, they have to read the whole Torah, like, in another language. I could not be a Jew.
I'm also not circumcised, so there's like... the first test, dude, I fail. You're more Jewish than me, dude.
I know. I've got a clean dick.
I got a dirty wiener. They are... It's nice, dude. It can, like, if it gets too cold out, just... I need it. If my ears are cold, I can just stretch it over, you know, like a little extra hoodie. It's great, man.
Anti-Satan Yahoo is very different from anti-Jew.
Okay, you're right, but you're not right, dude. There are people out there, bro, that are like, they're skirting that line. There's a thin line, dude, when it goes to like, you're like, look, like, you don't like the government of Israel, whatever, and then you're like, we need to rid the, you know, like, Hitler didn't go far enough, you know, like, people, like, it's, these people just like, there's like a line, and they cross it all the time, man. And people try to pretend it doesn't happen. Like, what was the thing in New York yesterday? They were flying fucking swastikas.
That's wild.
It's like, dude, come on. But you're totally right, man. It's just one of those things that's like, when people are like, if you're sitting at a table, there's 10 of you, and one person's a Nazi, that's not a table of 1 Nazi and 9 people. That's a table of 10 Nazis. It's like those people were very quick to just be okay with people flying swastikas during protests. Like, no, that shit's fucked up. Like, and don't make me have to like defend Israel, dude. I don't want to. I hate them. Like, I don't want to have to defend them. But like, this whole thing is stupid. Bibi himself has been responsible for the murder of Mizrahu Jews. Israel literally bombed a synagogue in Iran during the recent 12-day war. Okay.
12-day war? What happened?
Yeah, they called it the 12-day war because they're trying to call back to the 6-day war. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're wrong, dude. I'm just saying, like, yeah, dude, Israel's bad, bro. Like, it got me. Yeah, like, my issue is when people pretend that there isn't like an issue with anti-Semitism in a lot of these areas, like a lot of these stupid movements or whatever.
I don't think Israel went far enough in the 6-day war.
What?
Egypt should have been wiped off the map.
I mean,
call it Israel 2.
Israel and Egypt are chill, dude. They're fine. There's no conflict between those two countries. It's settled. No, I'm serious. At least that did work.
No,
you know? Yeah. Israel gave up the Sinai and all that, but I don't know. Back then, dude, back in like the 60s, that's not too far from when Israel was on that fuck shit, dude. I mean, everyone was, but that's where it's just like, I don't feel strongly about one side or the other. I'm just like, it's a shame they both can't lose, and every time. It's like, you guys keep yelling free Palestine. It's like, and you wonder why all these Jews are going there. Like, it's free, dude. Like, what do you mean?
Right. It's free real estate.
No, that's gonna get clipped and I'm gonna be fucking canceled. I'm waiting for my APAC check, dude, and you have Captain Ned Ludd here. He's ruining it for me. These are all jokes. We're just joking here.
Everything we're talking about Minecraft. Mm-hmm. Stardew Valley.
Okay, I think you just typed in a slur because I just got a bunch of... What did you say? Let me see if I can see it on this screen. Oh, you said LMAO. Why is that censored?
It's not censored for me.
Okay, good. It's just on my phone it's censored. Okay, that's weird. Because I only have 2 screens. I need a 3rd screen. I'm using my phone as my 3rd screen.
Oh, dude, one of my people in class, I do not know how this guy doesn't have neck problems.
Is he just like...
he's got a 3rd screen he set up. Like, we, when people work for us, we send him a laptop and a 2nd screen. Mm-hmm. He plugged in a 3rd screen, and all day during training, all I see is him looking up. Because he's got it, like, mounted on his... wall above his workstation. I'm like, dude, how are you not, like, how do you not have a crink in your neck from this?
Dude, my back hurts so bad today from carrying my daughter, and because we were playing D&D and we're having to pass, because my wife is playing in the game too, so we're like passing the baby back and forth and I'm DMing, and I'm like, dude, I feel it feels weird for me to hold her in my right arm. So I'm holding my left arm. I'm left-handed. So I'm writing everything with my right hand. And I made Jenny laugh today, which it's not. It's actually hard for her to laugh at my jokes.
A
But
rare
like
occurrence.
my handwriting was so bad. I was like writing the hit points of this monster they were fighting, and I was like, dude, it looks like I shoved this pen up my ass and squatted over the paper. Dude, Jenny lost it. Like, because everyone's like, that was an interesting mental image you gave me.
I was talking to Christina
Mm-hmm.
a day or
so.
two ago, and she was like, I'm going to read some things to you, and I want you to tell me if they make you mad.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one was like, oh, God. The first one, I was like, yeah, no, that doesn't bother me at all. I can't remember.
I'm gonna go get flowers to Emily because I love her. Sorry.
No, it's all good. And she goes, okay, well, how about if I told you that it looks like you hold your pen, in a closed hand, or whatever, implying like,
yeah, you're dumb, like,
yeah. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess that's kind of insulting.
yeah.
How about that blouse looks good on you? No, that doesn't upset me.
Yeah, not at all.
What about anyway, it was a bunch of innanes, and like some of it was legitimately insulting. Like if someone was like, hey, look, it looks like you write clutching the pen in a whole hand, I'd be like, okay, yeah, what fuck, like,
yeah, fuck you.
what did I do to you? And
right.
she goes, she says to me, oh yeah, all of these are lines designed to rage bait men. And I didn't know how to respond to it. I was like, would you not be insulted if I told you that it looks like you hold a pen like a Neanderthal?
Yeah.
Are you cool with that? Oh, you idiot, trying to smack a rock with an axe.
Dude, look, okay, dude, fuck you, man. I'm out here grinding in these farms, dude. This community needs me. Dude, Pelican Town is struggling from the evil clutches of this capitalist Jojo Mart, dude. And I'm here, dude. And I'm working, and you're making fun of me because I used the wrong tool on a rock? Okay. This is what's wrong with... This is why the proletariat can never rise up, is because of the class traders like you.
Because of me.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when I first started with my company, one of our plants was on strike because they were working too many hours. We'd only employ them for like 7 hours a day, and we had 4 shifts instead of 3. Something like that. So, and people were like, "Oh, you're doing it so you don't have to give us benefits." Like, oh, fuck you.
I mean, that is true.
Yeah. Liberal. Like,
yeah, you want You want to earn a living?
Yeah.
What are you, gay?
How about I just give you the money? But
you want to work?
This kid calls us up, and I'm just sitting. I'm fielding phone calls. I wasn't training people at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm fielding this phone call, and this guy goes, "What's your problem?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "I'm sorry. What do you mean? I'd really like to help with whatever you've got going on." And he goes, "Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Your brothers are striking."
Oh, they're calling you a scab. Yeah.
A scab. Continuing to work for this company. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about, man? Like, and I'm like, no, I'm sorry. It's a totally different field, different department. Like, we definitely, I'm trying to be political and not insult him, but I really wanted to drop like the Goodwill Hunting, like, oh yeah, you're probably in your first year of college, and you'll be thinking that until next year when you're reading about Gordon Wood.
Riveting gameplay, dude. This is riveting gameplay. Master Liberty, dude, fuck you, dude. We don't need negativity here. This is only happiness, bro. You gotta replant as you go if you want to min-max
If
it.
you want to
Ah,
min-max.
we're not min-maxing. It's a cozy game. We're being cozy, dude. I'm not taking any criticism, dude. You guys need to stop being mean to me. I lose my fucking mind, and I'm gonna go private, and I'm never gonna stream again, dude.
You're
I know. I was like, I want to stream more, and I want to have make friends with people online. I've learned my lesson. Y'all are fucking mean and evil, dude. I don't want to do this. Okay. And
dude,
no.
your actions per minute are just really bad. You need to
Oh fuck, dude.
like,
I'm tearing up, dude. I'm getting angry. You know, you get so angry you start to cry. That's what's happening right
yes.
now, dude. I'm fucking.
That was the most embarrassing thing in the world.
Oh, dude,
up.
that was awful. It's like, dude,
If
am
people were like,
I a
"Oh,
bitch,
you're
dude?
crying." Yeah. And
Yeah, you just get so mad. And, like, you get even madder because you're crying. Like, oh, dude. Just
and then it would make me angrier. And
dude, I got bullied by this one kid, dude. I still remember his name, Roberto Mora, I think his name was, dude. He was this tall, skinny Mexican dude. And I remember he put me in a headlock and I couldn't get out of it. And I was so scared. And he was like, because I made fun of a word he said, and he's like, don't ever make fun of me again. And he had me in a headlock, and then it was like behind the school, there's only one other person there. And I remember like trying to get out of the headlock and I couldn't. And I was like, dude, if he wanted to do anything to me, there'd be nothing I could do. I'm just a victim. Yeah, he could just make me feel like a lady, you know? And I was so nervous. I was so scared.
I remember this kid when I lived in Arizona. His name was Matthew, and he was like, he always wore a leather jacket. You know, like, and his hairstyle, like the kid was like straight out of the 80s or something.
Okay, seems like, hold on one second. Seems like it's the best thing for his health. Online trolls are not good for the soul. Don't underestimate him. He votes by mail. That explains a lot. Fuck you guys, dude. I vote by mail because I have to, bro. Oh my god, dude. I hate you both, man. You guys are no longer. I'm deleting our friendship on Discord, Master Liberty. You're no longer allowed to chat with me.
Hey, Alexa,
actually, dude, you don't know anything about the Constitution. How does that make you feel, huh? I bet you feel real bad right now. I bet you feel stupid, bro.
You wasted your education.
Yeah, dude, the Constitution, nobody cares about that. What are you, gay? I'm just kidding. Nah, dude, you're fine. I'm sorry. I got heated there. My bad.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to notice it. And
dude, I looked down. I'm like, these motherfuckers, bro. Explains a lot.
He votes by mail.
Dude, that's the worst. I've never had something cut straight to my heart than that statement, dude.
That's a savage insult.
Simply use your super speed, obviously. Okay, I don't get it. I don't get that one.
I don't get that one.
Is that a thing in the game that I'm missing? Voting by mail. Oh, because I have to vote by mail? Maybe that's why? I get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cross the real quick.
Dude, I gotta... Oh my god. I think they're redistricting Florida. I need to redo my fucking voting shit.
I need to figure out how to squander my vote even more and like register as a third party.
Dude, just register in Maine and then vote third party and have it work. No, it's a Ted K meme. Oh, vote by mail. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, guys. I got defensive. Look, earlier when I was yelling, I didn't mean any of that stuff, guys. You guys are great. You guys are great. My bad, dude. My bad. Yeah, because, dude, I thought y'all were calling me a liberal over here, which I am, but it is, dude. It's so hard being, like, poor, woe is me. How did you misunderstand a Ted K meme as a boomer joke, dude? Because I'm a fucking boomer, bro. Like, my bad. Sorry. I'm not a boomer though. I'm barely in my 30s. I'm an unk.
The rifle range.
No, unk is the new. I think So I thought it meant like calling someone uncle, like unk, like.
Right. Yeah, I call my
I
uncle
think
Unk.
it means uncool, like you're not cool. I don't know though,
It's like
dude.
7.
6'7".
I don't get it. I'm
My
not
my
cool.
my son hasn't. Dude, I remember. Oh, dude, I had this one soldier. I remember. This is a while. This is like 7 years ago, and he said something was dog water, and I was like, "What is dog water?" And he's like, "You're not on TikTok, are you?" And like
God.
I just like in my mind, all I heard was like the AOL dial-up sound, and I was like, "Oh."
Dude, I get people in my classes and they're like, "Oh yeah, what's MySpace?"
Mm-hmm. The
And
greatest thing ever, dude.
fuck. And then I come to find out like they're 20 years old, 21 years old, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, God damn, you weren't even alive when 9/11 happened. Like,
Dude. Oh man, it's we're getting old, dude. I remember. Oh, dude, so today I was playing. I think I was playing Minecraft with my son, and oh, dude, I suck at this game.
just absolute dog. You're dog water at.
Mid equals moderately good. Um, I said something about because he was like, "You're going to jail," and like he pretended to like arrest me. And I was like, and he's like, "What do you have to say for yourself?" I was like, I want my lawyer." He's like, "What's a lawyer?" I was like, "Oh, it's a lawyer is like someone that helps you navigate the legal system." He's like, "What does navigate the legal system mean?" I'm like, "Okay, which word do you want to know?"
Yeah.
But then we got to like talking about, I was like, being a
Explain it to me like
lawyer.
I'm 5.
Yeah, explain it to me like I'm 5. It's like, son, you're 6. Um, Idiot. No, so we were talking about it. I was like, well, like lawyers, they have to go to school for like 8 years to become a lawyer. It's like a very hard profession, and even lawyers, they have to have lawyers. Um, and he's like, and I was like, I might, I'm thinking because I'm going back to school again, and I might maybe one day want to go be a lawyer. And he's like, well, you just said it was like hard and for smart people. Why would you do it? And I was like, dude, you're a fucking asshole.
That's it. No, I'd punch him in the mouth. I'd be like, you know what, son?
I'm about to become
You wanna,
abusive, dude. You're about
you want
to.
to talk like a man? You'll get hit like a man.
I'm gonna treat you how my dad treated me. No, I'm proud of him. When he insults me, I'm like, good, dude. Sick.
He's learning the skills real quick.
Well, I
He's
was
gonna end
talking.
up in the
Oh,
infantry.
don't you dare say that.
It'll serve him well there.
No, it won't. It will. Like, you can't. I was so bad at trash talk in person until I was in the infantry. Like, then you just have to get good at it. And I remember
Yeah.
I was talking. So I was talking to my son, and we were like talking about like video games and like, um, he's like, what were the best video games when you were a kid? I'm like, dude, look, the best time for gaming was from 2006 to like 2009, dude. That was peak gaming years. We had Halo 3, Call of Duty, like yeah, Gears of War, like that was peak gaming. And he's like, "What made it so good?" And I was like, "Well, back in the day, you didn't have things like Discord or TeamSpeak." He's like, "What's TeamSpeak?" I'm like, "Never mind, idiot."
No, don't even worry about that.
Yeah, yeah. What? Yeah. You don't rate to even talk about Ventrilo, all right? Like next you're gonna be asking me what LimeWire and Morpheus are, bro. Like, get out of here.
Dude,
Um,
the bane of every parent's existence.
Dude, why is this Linkin Park song 1 gigs? 1.2 gigabytes.
How did the computer get a virus again, son?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I gotta go now. Oh, okay. Hey, be back soon, dude.
Hey,
Love you, dude. Thank you for
take it
popping
easy,
in.
Ned. Love ya.
Yeah. So then I was like, dude, okay. So you didn't have all these like things where you could talk to people. If you wanted to talk to someone, you had to play the same game as them. So if you're in a game like Call of Duty, you'd be in the same game with these people for hours, and you just be mean to each other and talk trash. He's like, well, talk trash. I'm like, what? He's like, what is that? I'm like, it's where you be mean to each other for fun. He's like, well, how's that fun? I was like, oh, it's a blast. And
Yeah,
I was like, you love, like, it's so much fun being mean to each other, and then you like want to beat somebody and you get angry and like you feel something, you know, like you know what that's like to
and
feel things. He's like,
then you say the N-word.
okay.
And you win.
And you feel good about it, dude. No, my dad was always playing WoW in the other room. Dude, I was always at a disadvantage. I couldn't cuss, you know. So I couldn't say a slur. I had to sit there. I was handicapped, dude.
I remember explaining to my parents World of Warcraft, and you know they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll buy you this game for your birthday or whatever." And oh, look at that little.
Dude, I get to name the cat now, okay? I will adopt the cat. But yeah,
Get to name the cat.
I get to name the cat. First, I need someone to type it in the chat what we're naming the cat. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
With our raging fan base of 4 people.
Well, dude, that's
including me.
including me too. So that means there's 2 people in there that are willing to name this cat. After wait a minute. If nobody says anything, we'll figure it out. Well, go ahead. You were explaining Warcraft.
Anyway, yeah, trying to explain it. They're like, "What do you mean we have to pay for it every month? Like, we're buying the game." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's a subscription-based game, so every month." I can't remember how I had to finagle it, but the idea was just so foreign.
Ben Franklin, dude. This is Big Ben right here. Ben Franklin.
Oh, but speaking of Blizzard games, how do you guys feel about? No, that was a terrible joke. But
what?
The whole. Oh, speaking of this.
Oh yeah.
Completely different. But speaking of Blizzard games, my bully, this wannabe Fonzie, we got into a fist fight at school, and my go-to strategy as a kid, I would tackle whoever I was fighting, and then I would just throttle them like Homer Simpson.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Homer Simpson.
Oh, right. And I used to get into a lot of trouble for that. But after me and this guy fought, we ended up becoming best friends. Come to find out, this fucking nerd played StarCraft. He brought me a copy of StarCraft Brood War that he had.
Oh, dude, Brood War was sick.
Yeah, dude, and we would sit at lunch. Me, obviously a nerd. Him, the cool kid that got in trouble a lot, and talk about goddamn. Oh yeah, no, the best counter to a Zergling rush is,
some Protoss butt thing.
Yeah.
All right, sick, dude. The Protoss Prolapse, dude. That's what you gotta use.
It's to lay down and spread your legs and let them mount you.
Zerg rush this.
Zerg rush my pussy.
Jesus Christ, bro. When it comes to, yeah, but I was like, yeah, dude, like it was so much fun. You would just like talk. You'd be so mean to these people, and they'd be mean to you back, and you'd like have a blast, and you just like wasn't getting it. And I was like, all right.
Just too smooth brained.
Dude, oh, damn it! I should have picked up that piece of coal. Oh, damn it!
My nephew.
I'm not good at Halo.
Yeah, you're terrible at Halo, man. My nephew hates when I say that, and I've got him conditioned when he does something wrong. He'll be like, "Uncle CJ, I'm sorry, I'm too smooth-brained. I did this." And I'm like, "Yeah, good of you to acknowledge it, kid." But he'll also, anytime, because I think I told you how he, will just randomly message me and be like, "Uncle CJ, can you buy me this game?" because I bought him one game once, and I'm
Such
like,
a
kid,
good
I
uncle, dude.
can't. I bought him a couple games, but I bought him a game for his birthday, and that was the first time. I've since bought it. I bought him Payday 3, which I don't think was a smart idea, but
I heard it's really bad, but anyway.
we enjoyed playing it together.
Well, there you go. That's good, dude. My bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what's bad versus about it then.
Well, it's because he'll be like, "Oh, Uncle CJ, do you want to kill some cops together today?" And like, Jesus, kid, you need to be careful.
The police are listening to my calls.
Yeah, like I'm in enough heat as it is. But he'll ask me to buy him games, and I'll be like, "Sorry, nephew, I can't. I'm saving up money for this or that or the other thing." And he goes, "Oh, do you mean you need money to buy beer?" I was like, "Damn, kid, thanks for calling me out." Like, yes, but not cool that you said it.
Yeah. Well, you could be called an alcoholic even though you've been drinking a year, so.
It's true.
Look, Cinco de Mayo, not drinking is like a pretty easy date to remember. Like ever since I stopped drinking, I didn't pick a day and be like, oh, it's just like happened to be like before that I didn't drink for a few months, you know. So it's like, I mean, I haven't drank in over a year, and
just happened to start.
Just so happened to be that, yeah.
I don't think I drank on Cinco de Mayo this year because I was too hungover.
I thought about it because I had a bunch of friends go to a bar, like, hey, you want to come? And I thought about it, and I was like, nah, dude, I wouldn't, if I got home, like, drunk, and then told Jenny, like, yeah, I'm hungover, I can't help with the baby, I think she would kill me. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna go. And also, dude, I don't like bars ever since those dudes tried to fucking rape me. Like, I last time I was at a bar a couple years ago, I tried to fight everyone. Like, I was just like so aggressive, and I've never been that way. Like, you know me, like I've never been an aggressive person at a bar, but
yeah, no, I mean, one of the last times you and I were at a bar, you tried to get me laid.
I'm a great wingman. But yeah,
and I screwed it up.
Yeah, but yeah, I was like trying to fight these like fucking Russian dudes, and
do that all the time. You don't have to feel bad.
My buddy, it was like embarrassed. I felt embarrassed that like, because like nobody else was like wanting that. Like,
right.
They're like, oh, what's wrong with you, man? I was like, I need to go home. And I remember I went back to my hotel room, my hostel, just went to bed. I was like, maybe I shouldn't be drinking. I mean, this was like 2 years ago. So maybe I shouldn't be drinking in public if I want to fight people.
I sure as shit don't drink in public much anymore. I go to a Longhorn during lunch, and I have
a couple brewskis.
Yeah, I have a couple lunch beers in Minecraft. If
your employers are watching this, yeah.
But yeah, I go have a couple lunch beers, and but otherwise, no, man. If I get drunk in public, I start saying stupid shit.
Yeah, I don't need to drink to say stupid shit in public.
I do that on my own, but
bro, I felt so bad. So like, you know, my son was sick today, and so one of the other people in the D&D group, she has kids, and so I told her like, hey, I told everyone in the group like, hey, my son's sick. Like, if you don't want to come, I get it. And this is supposed to be like the final, you know, session of this campaign, and like, she's just joined this D&D group, and oh shit, this fucking crab, dude, get out of here, bitch ass crab. Sorry, hold up.
Good.
I was like, hey, like, if you don't want to come, like, I get it. But then, like, she was like, yeah, we're not coming. And I was like, okay, cool. But, like, I'm still going to run the session because you're kind of like an optional player. But then when I said that, I was like, oh, this feels mean. So I called her immediately. I was like, hey, I just want you to know I'm not trying to come off like a mean girl or something. And, you know, like, oh, you're not part of the group, so we don't care if you're here or not. And she's like, no, I didn't take it that way, but now I am. I'm like, oh, no, I'm so sorry.
Now that you said it.
Now you say it like that. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, yeah. But then, like, because I got really, like, after we talked yesterday, I got, like, really self-conscious about, like, how I come off to people. And
Oh, my bad, man.
no, you're fine. I mean, dude, every night when I'm in bed, I'm in court and I'm always guilty. Like, no matter what. Like, you know, you're going through everything in your head. You're like, I'm the worst person ever.
I'm literally a toxic, shitty human being.
I'm on the Nuremberg trials and I can't wait to take my cyanide, like, because I am guilty as hell.
Oh, yeah, dude, Nuremberg was a phenomenal movie.
I heard it's good. I want to watch it.
I think you would like it.
Jenny and I, we're gonna watch Chernobyl together. But she was like, "Hey, I want to watch Chernobyl," and I was like, "You want to watch Chernobyl? Hell yeah! I'll watch it with you." But so I'm pumped on Jenny wanting to watch some historical shit. I mean, we watch each other's stuff. She watches that Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yeah.
And now it's a we show. We watch it.
Silly fucker.
Bro, this fucking slime, dude. Getting slimed like by Victor Ooze. Or Ivan Ooze.
Slimer.
Slimer, dude. On leather boots, dude. Dude, fucking Dolly Parton. Or Elvis's daughter, what's her name? She's one of the, these boots are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do.
Is that Elvis's kid?
I think so. Something Presley.
Nancy Sinatra.
Oh, Sinatra's daughter. Damn, bro. I don't know why I thought
Idiot.
Elvis. I'm so sorry, guys. Alright, I'll see you guys later. It's been a good stream. I'm never wrong, so I'm deleting the VOD.
It was a nice stream, and it was nice knowing you. I'll see you in the next life.
Right. Okay. Sorry. Now,
also, my nephew is. Oh, sorry.
Oh, what's up?
My nephew is a con artist. I sent my sister's boyfriend like $40 or $45 or something, because they were gonna go Mother's Day shopping, and so they were like, "Oh yeah, you know, your Uncle CJ sent you $45 to buy something for your mom," and he goes, "Oh okay, I'll use the money to get her this card, and I'll just take the other $40."
Dude.
She told me about it like Monday, I think. And I was like, damn, like that kid.
He's going places.
He's going places.
The jail, but he's going places. No, dude, I remember when I was in middle school, dude, we had to pay for our lunch at school, and I remember my dad was like, "Hey, bring this to your classmate or to your teachers, whatever." It was like $60. I was like, "Dude, I could buy a game with this." So I remember
Right.
I used the money. I snuck out of the house, went to GameStop, bought a game, and like I think it was like Fight Night or something, some sports game or something. When I was like, "Oh, you know, how'd you get this game?" Like, "Oh, I'm borrowing it from a friend." But, like I bought it with the money, and dude, I remember like getting closer to the end of the year, of like having to pay off my school lunch. And then I knew my dad's going to see the bill, and it's going to be way higher, and I'm going to explain it. Oh, my God. And then I went around every day at school, like, selling stuff from my house to make, like, $4 or $5 here and there to pay off my school lunch, just so I wouldn't get caught, dude. Oh, my God, dude. That was so embarrassing. I remember, like, having a a telephone line that I unplugged and then sold it to a kid. I'm like, this will give you internet. And that, dude. And then he was like, it didn't give me internet. I'm like, I guess you're not using it right. And then I never gave him his money back. Dude, I was an asshole.
Yeah, I would bully you too.
Yeah, I deserved to get bullied. I mean, I got bullied up until that year, dude. That was like the worst. I got bullied because I accidentally whooped a kid's ass, dude. Um,
No, I remember I did that. Like, there was this kid that people liked even less than me because I was
mhm,
the kid reading Dungeons and Dragons books on the bus,
mhm.
and there's a kid that everybody liked less than me, and they were like, "Oh, Cooper, you should fight this kid. That would be the cool thing to do." And I remember me trying to bully this kid was one of the most embarrassing things ever. I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh yeah, your mom's fat," like just saying stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And this kid, he wasn't biting, and he was like, he goes, dude, you don't even know my mom. Like, what are you talking about? And finally, I was like, listen, I just want to fight you. So, do you want to fight, or am I gonna have to punch you in the mouth myself?
And you kissed him.
And I did not understand the assignment.
Mhm. Well, no, yeah, we were playing, I think we were playing football or basketball or something, and um, he was mad at me. I didn't know he was mad at me, this kid, and so kind of same similar situation. Like people liked him like less than me, and I remember he threw a ball at my back. I think it was a football, but I remember it being on a basketball court. But whatever, so it might have been basketball. But he was like running behind me to tackle me. It's like he threw the ball at me and was like running at me to hit me from
Mhm.
behind. But I got hit with a basketball or a football, and I just turned around really quickly. Like, oh, what was that? And as I turned around, my elbow, I just hit him in the face and knocked him out cold. And
It just accidentally
just
knocked his
fucking blood everywhere. And like, people were like, oh shit, like he whooped his ass. Like, what the fuck? Because I guess to everyone, it was like I did some ninja shit and just fucking Mortal Kombat fatality this dude. But dude, I didn't know how to fight. I
Yeah.
was a total pussy, and I just fucked this kid up on accident. People were like, dude, Troy's, I don't want to fight him. He's so like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
dangerous.
yeah. I've been taking classes. Definitely not learning dance moves. Trying to watch Don't Stop the Yard and learn how to do the
I'm
two step.
definitely not watching Paula Abdul
Mm-hmm.
on this internet thing.
Who even is? Yeah, fucking. Um, yeah, dude. It was. I remember. And so I remember I got in school suspension or like after school detention or whatever. And I remember my teacher, he was a Marine, and that was like watching all the kids, and he was like the tough teacher. He was like
Yeah,
grew up in Brooklyn or the Bronx or whatever it was, and like this, he was like Puerto Rican, like grew up around gangs his whole life, and joined the Marine Corps, and all this stuff, and
and it probably turns out he grew up in a nice, loving home with both
no,
parents.
I think he actually did grow up like really rough. But like I think he actually did, and he was a great guy. I am actually friends with him on Facebook. And so
I love that.
I messaged him like, dude, like he has been my teacher in like 20 years. But like, dude, I highly respect you. I think you were a great influence on me as a kid because because I was like the only white kid in my school, and
Mhm.
he kind of, he like could see I was going through a lot of shit and was like, hey, let's talk a little bit. Like, what's going on here? Because like he heard I just beat the brakes off this other kid, which I did by accident.
Right. Yeah,
Um,
he's got a way inflated sense of your
yeah, he
opinion of
thinks
you.
I'm way cooler than I am. But
You're definitely not a loser.
yeah, let me pet. I have just pet Ben Franklin right there real quick. But yeah, I'm definitely not a loser. Please, Mr. Ramirez, if you're watching this, I'm still cool. I'm still as cool as you
Yeah,
think I am.
I definitely intended to knock that kid out.
Mhm. Like I remember he wrote a poem when he was in school and he was a kid. I was like, oh yeah, dude, you were definitely getting bullied for good reasons. Um, but he read the poem to us in class that he wrote when he was in high school, and he was like, I remember it was called "You Oughta Wear a Dress," and it was like, it was kind of like a like slam poetry, and he's like going off but like the whole thing was him saying that like you want to avoid like being a part of the drugs or the violence, like you ought to wear a dress, then like just be a woman or be a lady, and then they'll treat you like shit, but then they won't kill you, or it was something weird like that. But I remember he was like really passionate about it, but he was like a really great teacher, super intelligent guy, and um, what's funny is he was the lead, like, because he was a drill sergeant, or drill instructor for the Marine Corps at San Diego, and he was the lead drill instructor that got to work with Damon Wayans on Major Payne to train him.
Nice.
So he has a lot of pictures with like him and Damon Wayans hanging out, filming Major Payne and all that. Super cool guy, man. Damon Wayans, not that teacher. I'm just kidding. But no, I don't know. Dude, I had some cool teachers.
I did too. I still have one teacher that I haven't talked to him in a while, but while I was in the Marine Corps, I used to write him like once a year. His name was Mr. Rupik, and I have one that I still talk to, but Mr. Rupik stands out to me because I was in 3rd grade. I was living in Pennsylvania, and we had a special needs kid in our class.
Yeah, it was you.
And well, there were 2. Did you just water your cat?
No, there's a fucking water bowl up there, okay, dude? I don't need... God, dude, you can never just trust your friend and think like, yeah, he's good at this game. Anyway, finish your story about your early days.
But yeah, Mr. Rupik, we had the special needs kid in our class, and he had an aide that, would help him with all of his assignments. And I flipped out. I remember we were taking a science test.
Yeah.
And I was walking by, I saw, this kid's test, and it was like 4 pictures. It was he had a question test, and it was 4 pictures, and it was pick which one of these is a satellite. And he had his aide helping him, and 3rd grade Cooper was like, this is ridiculous, this is totally unjust. Is anyone else seeing this? Like, this kid has to pick which question is or
like,
which
why is his test
satellite
so hard compared to mine?
I flipped out, and I started bullying this special needs kid.
Oh my god, dude, you're a monster.
Yeah, it was really bad, and I remember Mr. Rupik, pulled me aside, and I don't know why it never happened sooner, but he pulled me aside and explained like the idea of someone having a disability, and
then you just started laughing.
No, I wasn't. I was very angry, and I was like, no, I don't think you get it, but he was like, listen, you're very gifted. The tests that I give you think are easy, but what like the idea of equality and tailoring the question or the assignment to who it's, I can't remember what the concept is, but You know, like a short guy and a tall guy don't need the same size stool to look over the fence or whatever, you know. And
Okay.
like he was explaining that to me, and I called him up. I when I was in the Marines, it had such a profound effect on me. You know, I was like, oh my god, like I'm a terrible person. And I looked him up when I was in the Marine Corps, and somehow found his email address like on a school directory or something.
Yeah.
And I reached out to him like, hey, you know, Mr. Rupik, I don't know if you remember me. My name's Cooper, you know, blah, blah, blah. I was in your class this year, this, that, the other thing. And, you know, it was really nice. He goes, oh, yeah, no, Cooper, I absolutely remember you. And, you know, I really appreciate you reaching out. He goes,
Don't do it again.
I showed, yeah, never talk to me, but you're an asshole. But, you know, he goes, he said to me, this I really appreciate this, and I have something to show my kids, and I'm gonna you know, show my class that you know, this Marine you know, is a friend of mine. And it was I was like, oh god, thank you for not thinking I'm evil, because I was a fucking prick. I bullied this kid. I yanked his pants down once because,
oh my god,
like they were hanging over his butt. Like I abused this mentally handicapped kid because I hated
the idea of equality.
Yeah, and oh yeah, like this satellite question is so easy.
Dude, I remember there was this kid in high school. I wasn't there for this, but apparently like a girl pantsed him, and he was like special needs, and he had an absolute hog. And I think that's so funny, dude. Like, I'm mad, like you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna bully this special needs kid, and then he just has some fucking monster dong. It's like,
dude, just
you just what? And just
a honker.
I wasn't there, but I want to believe. It's like the X. I want to believe.
I want to believe.
I want to believe this dude had a absolute hog. Yeah, dude, fucking That's for Christina. I'm begging for views.
We need views.
No, dude, I didn't bully much. I got bullied a lot. I bottled it all up until I had troops in the Marine Corps. Then I started bullying.
Right, when you could get away with it. When they couldn't do anything because you were in charge.
No, dude, I was a boot lover, dude. I was a little.
I think I was to an extent, but it was more because I didn't want boots to get treated the way I did.
No, exactly. That was my whole reasoning. But I mean, like, well, I had Soto in my platoon, so anyone short of
the antithesis.
Compared to him, I was a boot lover, like 100%.
Yeah. Hitler was a boot lover compared
to Soto. Yeah. Dude, Soto was evil. Yeah. I'm going to drink some Jinglings. But yeah, man.
I went to go pick my nephew up from school. Right? Like occasionally, my sister will be like, "Hey, can you go pick your nephew up?" Like I don't have anyone else. She's working on her doctorate now. Really proud of her. But I go and pick this kid up, right? And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you know what's going on, nephew? What are you up to these days?" We haven't talked in a minute. And he goes, well, I have a plan to make money. He goes, I'm gonna go mow some lawns, and I figure I can make in a couple of lawns, I can make enough money to buy a cotton candy machine, and then I'm gonna take the cotton candy machine. I'm gonna sell cotton candy like a lemonade stand, and I'm gonna use the cotton candy machine to make $100, and then I'm gonna buy. He wanted to buy like something on Roblox or something, but I'm, I'm sitting there talking to the kid, and you know he's in the passenger seat beside me, and I'm like, dude, why don't you just mow like an extra lawn and save up and get the $100? Like, I think the cotton candy machine, you're gonna be, essentially losing money going and buying that thing, because how much can you sell cotton candy for? And he goes, well,
You wouldn't get it.
you don't, you could, yeah. He goes, you don't get it, Uncle CJ. What I'll do is I'll get a wagon, and
Right.
I'll put the cotton candy machine on the wagon, and I'll mow lawns while carrying the wagon around. So then I'll double my money. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, bud. Like,
You're just like, dude, there's not even one drop of Mexican in you. Like, you can't even think about working that hard, dude. Get out of here.
you're never gonna make it in the lawn mowing industry.
If you're calling me uncle and not Theo, dude, you're not. Dude, leave these dreams of hard work behind you. If you were Hispanic, dude, then I could believe you do some hard work. White, get out of here, bro.
Yeah, they'll not only that, they'll never let you into the market.
They'll price you out, man. They'll just be like, what if I'll pay you $5? It's like, yeah, sí, puedo, sí, yeah, all right.
But yeah, his money making schemes crack me up. Did I tell you about the Christmas present I got him that made my sister hate me?
No, is it a loud, noisy thing?
No, I got him a fiberglass training katana.
What?
Yeah, he said he gave me his Christmas list around Thanksgiving, and he was like, I want a ninja costume, I want a katana, and then like a bunch of other lame stuff. And I was like, okay, I can't buy the kid a real sword, but I'll, I can look this up. And I got him this fiberglass katana. Best Christmas present ever. Best uncle. And freaking first thing he does with it is whips it out, and then he
starts yelling in a Japanese accent.
No, then he grabs his sword and pulls that out too. But no, he whips this sword out of its sheath and immediately knocks the chandelier hanging overhead. And my sister's like, God damn it, CJ. She goes, Talon, that's an outdoor toy. If you want to play with it, then your uncle can take you outside. And like, oh, fuck. Maybe I didn't think this through.
Nah, dude, you're fine. You're an uncle. Like, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right. It's my job to get him the cool, destructive stuff.
Here's a knife. Isn't this cool? We were talking about samurai today. Because I was talking to Troy, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm gonna play D&D with Uncle Coop, and I get to play a character, and I'm gonna play a samurai." And he's like, "What's a samurai?" I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Does this kid know anything? What are you teaching him?
I'm teaching him.
He doesn't know what a lawyer is. Doesn't know what a samurai.
This 6-year-old dumb as hell, dude. No, he'll tell you about Minecraft all day. He knows everything about Minecraft.
Right. And diamonds and diamond pickaxes. But dude, the law.
Yeah, dude. The law, get out of here. No, he's been getting so good at reading, dude. It's awesome. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, my nephew Talon is reading the last time I picked him up, he was telling me about this book series. He was trying to convince me to read it, and it's called like Warrior Cats or something.
Oh, I've heard of
It's a
this.
I think it's a graphic novel. Is Troy into it?
No. Oh wait, how old's Talon?
Talon is, I think he's 12 this year.
He's 6 years older than my son. Why would, dude?
I don't know. It seems like a kid's book.
Yeah, dude, my, my
The way,
son, my son's reading Dr. Seuss, bro. He's we're
no,
reading
he's
we're reading Oh the Things You Can Think, like
he's your kid. I don't know. Maybe I was expecting him to read at a higher level or something.
yeah.
'Cause he's,
Right now we're gonna read Of War and Peace, dude. Like it's gonna be sick.
I forgot you're also retarded. You're probably like, I don't know, son. Let me look up the definition of this word.
That's the fucking. I don't know if eggs can get. I don't know if there's green eggs, son. That's wild.
The two of you puzzling over it.
Just Dr. Seuss.
Oh, Jenny's just like, oh god.
This cat has a hat. That's. Bro, I remember
What now?
we started reading we were reading all the Dr. Seuss books, and dude, we started reading A Day at the Zoo. Bro, that was the racist one. That book is so racist.
Is
Oh my god. It's like you can go to the zoo and see the Chinese monkeys. It's like oh. A Day at the Zoo. I found a diamond, dude. Sick. I remember people like they're saying Dr. Seuss books are racist. It's like, dude, that book was yes, dude. That's that one book pretty racist. The Day at the Zoo. I remember we were reading it, and I remember like pausing. I was like,
Like,
I looked
I
at
don't know
over,
if I want to read this with
looked
you
over,
anymore.
I looked over at Jenny. I was like, babe, this is really racist, right? And she looks at the picture. She's like, oh my god. I was like, right? Like, am I just becoming woke, or is this like actually fucking racist?
Is Cooper's dad right about me?
Am I gay? No, dude.
I 2-3 years ago, Talon was getting bullied in school. Like, dude, apparently one day a kid on the bus took his lunch money.
Oh,
Kind
dude,
of bullied.
what an asshole!
I was like, that happens. Like, so, and my sister, she's like, oh yeah, no, the school's gonna handle it. I'm like, no, I'm gonna teach Talon how to handle this.
Beat this dude up.
And so, like, anytime I'd have my nephew with me, I'd start like teaching him like make map moves and stuff. Like, I'd teach him how to throw a punch. And I'm like, yeah, when you punch someone, you aim right here for their chin. You like when things ragdoll in your video games. You hit someone right here, they're gonna ragdoll, kid. It's the reset button. Fast forward, 2-3 weeks, and I get a phone call from my sister, and she's like, CJ, what the hell have you been teaching Talon? Well, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
teaching him how to be
I
a
don't
man. He's beginning to believe.
Right. I was like, I don't know. You'll have to be more specific. I teach him a lot of stuff. And she goes, he just got suspended from school because someone called him a dork, and he punched them in the mouth. And when the teacher asked why, he said, because my uncle CJ said that's what you do to bullies. I was like, oh well.
It's like, so are you buying him ice cream right now, or?
Yeah, I was like, that is what you do to bullies.
It's like your son is way cooler than I ever was at that age, so you're welcome.
Yeah, I never knocked anyone out like that.
Yeah. No, I remember that was like a fight we got into one time. about Troy because I was like, there was a kid that was like pushing him, and I was like, hit him, and she was like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, look, son, if someone's got you backed into a corner, hit him. Like, you gotta fight your way out, man. Like, make it. If someone's bullying you, hit them. Or like, if you cannot get to an adult, yeah, like defend yourself.
Yeah.
Or like the only times you should ever hurt someone is to defend yourself or defend others. And he was like, okay. But I mean, he hasn't gotten in trouble at school yet.
It's doing it right.
No, it's. I mean, dude, kids are like, he's just a good kid, and there's a lot of great kids in this class, and
I think it's as prevalent. Like, I think Talon's situation was a little unique. I don't think like kids are getting bullied the way you and I probably got bullied as much.
No, yeah, definitely not.
You know, they're doing that internet bullying or whatever you call it, where you.
But that's even like, that's not, yeah,
kill
themselves over. Dude,
No, there's nothing funny about, you know, internet bullying, I guess. But
I think
even though it
can be
funny,
yeah,
pretty hilarious. Saying the N-word on Call of Duty.
No, I mean, when it comes to like online stuff, like a lot of it is just like turn it off. I mean, because like
Right.
we grew up where the internet was a tool to amplify real life, where it was if you wanted to hang out with your buds, whatever, you can go online to like set up things. Like, oh yeah, we're meeting up online to go do something else, go out and drink or something, you know.
Yeah.
But now online is the real world for a lot of people, and it's like insanity. You know, people take things way too seriously online. That I was telling my son, like, it's not the same as it used to be. Like, I was like, now you can get banned from video games for being mean, and he's like,
right.
That's good, right? I'm like, no, man, I hate it.
Son, let me tell you about getting banned from the places I derived my satisfaction.
I get banned from Facebook quarterly. All right, son. Like, it's not fun for me anymore.
Yeah, I don't like it when I can't go feed the trolls.
I love being inflammatory on the internet to random people.
Ah, the wizard.
Oh, dude.
Burn this guy at the stake. Like,
Dude,
look at that circle.
It's like yin and yang, I think, or it's a lightning bolt. Catch me a delicious bass. I will, Christina. Just for you. Thank you for watching and boosting my viewership.
Yes, we need all the viewers.
And since you're a lady, that's gonna boost our female demographics, which we need.
Yep, it's up 100% right now.
Yeah. More ladies. I'm an ally. I'm an ally.
Yeah,
We're feminists. This is the feminist zone. No misandrous here.
Zero misogyny tolerated on this stream.
She said, gotta go. Dude, he's casting spells and shit.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but you have no reason to fear them. The Junimos. An ally to what? An ally to women. I love women, dude. Yeah, the Junimos. That's what we're calling women now, Junimos. Yeah, we're allies here to the LGBTQIA BIPOC plus. That's what we're here. We're allies. I'm an ally. The ally, actually. I recognize my white supremacist interlocutor.
I apologize for the privilege I was born into. I hope everybody can forgive.
Talk about a mouthful. Wait a second. You don't know half of it.
If you want me to, I guess I will.
be honest, that's fitting considering what they're into. Yeah, dude. Okay, that's like saying my joke but louder. All right. So this guy's gonna get me high as shit, and we're gonna be able to talk to fucking full bug people. We, the Junibo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts to the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. Dude, I remember there's one guy that used to be on the stream a lot, and he was a gay dude, but he would always talk about like how much he hated trans people. And I was like, bro, it's like you guys. I'm like, I'm an ally and you're not. I'm like, you're actually homophobic, even though you're gay. You know, I don't like you. It's against God, actually. No, I did think that was a little weird. I was like, I thought you'd be a little bit more accepting of these people. But all right.
You know what's crazy is when I talk to like my dad, his cousins, like you know, that generation, and what they used to do for fun. You know, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, remember that time we went down to the bar in you know whatever town, and we were going to roll those gays, and then you got into a fight with that guy and
Made
throw
out
him
with
through a
them.
window." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, what do you mean roll the gays?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, you know that's what we used to do. Like, you go down to like a gay bar and pick fights with the queers and beat them up."
Dude, that's awful, bro. What the fuck?
like what? I'm like, and that was cool. And
Like, you're a
yeah, everybody.
monster.
That's what you would do on a boring weekend. Go beat up the gays. And like the way they describe their, you know, they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, those kids from, you know, the guys from whatever street, you know, and talking about that, and they'll be like, oh yeah, we would go and you know fight with them, but if the kids from the next neighborhood over, uh, you know, tried to start something, we would team up with those kids. And I'm like, yeah, so you're basically describing your life as an S.E. Hinton novel. You grew up in The Outsiders.
Yeah, they're my best friend, Pony Boy.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise. We ended up fighting all these dudes one day.
Yeah, and then he stabbed a guy.
We had to bleach his hair, and it was fucking crazy. With hydrogen peroxide, and then Patrick Swayze, he ended up saving us.
Yeah. Then he was dead.
Yeah. It's like, alright.
That was one of my favorite books growing up.
It's good. It's good stuff, man.
Outsiders.
I watched the movie. It's like the same thing.
It was a good movie. Good movie too.
It's got Patrick Swayze, Tom Cruise, dude, all them cats.
Oh yeah, dude, it's the Outsiders movie is a stacked cast.
But yeah, Outsiders. Anyway, I don't know. Like, your dad and his friends sound like assholes.
Yeah, right.
I never wanted to fight people. Dude, I like based on that shit.
What a wild time to be alive where, oh yeah, just go beat up the gays if you're bored, kids. You can always go beat up the gay people.
That's fucking crazy.
Absolutely insane.
Like, I'm team gay people right now. I want your family to lose these brawls. It's the gay outsiders. It's just
Yeah.
Stay golden, Pony Boy. It's like, oh, don't say that. Bro. One time my friend was staying over, and one of my friends who's gay, and he was like staying over at our house for Christmas. You met him, Bryce, and Dude,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
when I farted one time, he was like, sounds like my size. I was like, oh, don't.
Yes.
That's a bit too close to home, dog. Like, I don't like that. Good friend, though.
He liked to slob on your knob a little bit.
He's a good dude.
Much
All right.
for my taste.
For my taste,
Of
too.
course, you think he is. I
I
can't stand people that gratify your ego like that. God, it's bad enough.
Yeah, the last thing you need is someone that is hyping me up, and it's like, oh boy, Troy's ego again.
Yeah, he
Fuck, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Oh, I need to go bring stuff to the Junimo thing, the Junimo shack.
to Netanyahu's people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
I'll
should
be
still repeal the 13th. The 13th? Okay, hold up, dude. You're gonna trigger me. We can repeal one section of the 13th Amendment, but dude, no. 13th Amendment is based slavery. The only thing wrong with the 13th Amendment is it didn't demand the death of the Confederates.
Yeah.
You're gonna trigger me. I'm all for repealing the.
It didn't
Hold up.
outlaw the flying of that flag.
The 17th Amendment. I'm all for repealing the 17th. That's the one that you turned me on to, and I'm full on board with repealing that one. Big guy. 13th Amendment is based. We got rid of slavery. But there is the provision about except for in prison, and yeah, let's change that. I don't like that. That's a we shouldn't have slavery in America. Period. $30 spring seeds, golly. The 13 needs to be repealed because it doesn't ban slavery. Yep, got that. And as long as it lives, the 3/5 clause lives for tax appointment. It is from the 1787 Northwest Ordinance. What are you talking about? How does the 3/5 clause lives or lives for tax apportionment? Because the 3/5, my understanding was that had to do with representative votes, not tax. Apportionment.
Apportionment.
That's a made-up word.
Who invited this legal scholar?
Get out of here, Master Liberty. We only talk about slurs, and which ones are our favorite to say,
and I don't like talking to people that make me feel stupid.
I can't see my forehead.
Why are you angry?
Dude, SpongeBob's so funny. Yeah, Troy started watching SpongeBob and just.
Dude, SpongeBob is.
It's so fucking funny.
He was #1.
The people in the 1860s didn't have much imagination, lifted a majority of the Reconstruction amendments. Just reuse language from the founders with few additions. Representatives and direct taxes shall be apportioned among several states, which may be included within this union, according to the respective numbers, which shall be determined by adding to the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years, and excluding Indians not taxed 3/5 of all other persons. The 14th only amend one part of it, not both. So that's the 14th. What part of the 14th isn't amended there in terms of the 3/5? Because we should exclude Um, wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. I'm confused. Is it saying that? Because I don't think. I don't know, man. I don't like the whole reservation stuff personally. That never made
Native
sense to me.
Americans aren't people.
Well, what the fuck? No, they're definitely people. Jesus Christ. Um,
No, that was in bad
that was
taste.
really fucking awful, bro. That was just mean. There's like not even a joke there. You're just like, yeah, actually, I'm racist.
I'm actually a terrible human being.
Representatives shall
Remember how I
be.
said I made fun of
Mhm.
invalids?
Oh my god. So,
That's
okay,
funny.
this is the amended section. Representatives shall be appointed among several states according to their respective numbers, counting the whole number of persons in each state, excluding Indians not taxed.
Is it that it's saying a whole number of persons? Among several states.
Well, they don't have the 3/5 anymore. Like, they're fine. To me that makes sense. Or you're saying that it doesn't? The 3/5 compromise. Um, was that a bill, or was that just like a?
I think it was a is that the direct taxes part was left out.
But then again, direct taxes. Like, what do we mean by direct taxes? Taxation was only through tariffs. I thought back then until what Wilson when we brought in income tax or
Is it the whole idea like of reservations? I'm too stupid for this.
I'm trying to see what you're saying, Master Liberty. I'm sorry if I'm coming off as an idiot. I'm just really I'm
I'm
trying
kind
to
of fucking retarded.
I'm trying to do my crops here and also argue about Native Americans. No, I'm just playing.
Why don't you like the reservation system?
Because to me it doesn't make sense like as a nation to have like another nation within your nation that you're like paying privilege to and all this like regardless of the awful things that America did to the natives. It's like it doesn't make sense to me like why you would ever um
No.
have some sort of like oh they'll have these reservations and we'll respect their land and their laws or whatever. It's like I don't know. I'm a very much like a America is the best and we should just be like sorry you're American now and
Whether you like it or not.
here's all your rights and I don't give a fuck about anything else. Anyway, direct taxes, including literally whatever. If the federal government wants to raise money for something, they can levy a direct tax. Also includes property tax and wealth tax. Why do you think there is no federal property tax? There's probably no federal property tax because it's nowhere in the Constitution. But there's absolutely nothing about taxation in the Constitution. Um, that's well, at that time there wasn't, right? Other than ports of entry, because all international. It is a direct tax. So okay, but the thing is, so is the 14th Amendment being leveraged in a way to have a direct tax, like by like practice, or is this like some legalese that you're saying that like could be abused in some way? Is this actively being used in this manner, or is this something that could be? Because I would argue that anything could be abused. If this is currently what they're using to, you know, abuse it, then yeah, I'd say sure. Um, I don't like it, but because when it comes to the law, you can just do whatever the fuck you want, and like nothing matters anymore.
I don't understand why are we talking about the 14th Amendment though?
It could be abused if the states reinstate slavery as a punishment. Oh, okay, but again, like anything could be abused.
Oh.
I'm all I'm saying is I don't know. I'm
Kind of stupid.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not stupid. I'm a smart man. Okay, I'm smart.
I'm big,
I'm
strong,
a.
smart
I'm
man.
a smart. I'm a smart guy, Koopa. Um, what I'm saying is that when you have law is just at the end of the day, it's what is it? History is fiction that is agreed upon. Like that's how I feel about law. It's like it just at the end of the day, it's what people will believe and want, and it's all like it only goes as far as what people are willing to say it does, and like people.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
It makes it to where states are encouraged to sentence people to slavery instead of forced labor, since they get discounts on any direct taxes levied against them. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't see that being an issue. Um, if it does become an issue, then yeah, but I don't know. People, if people
Right,
wanted to
right,
have
right.
slaves, they're gonna find any way to. If they truly want, if you truly want to do something in this country legally, you can find a way. You just gotta, I don't know, be silly enough to have people vote for you. Think you're just so heckin' funny. Let's go.
I love that guy. He's just trolling everybody.
He's just so funny. He just says it as it is. He's funny.
I'm so glad my president is busy trolling people.
He's just a jokester. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's a real comedian.
It's so funny when
You wouldn't get
we live in a society.
it.
The Jonkler. The Batman.
Probably not a popular opinion, but I did like the Joker movie.
I like the Joker movie too. I liked it a lot. I only saw it once. I remember feeling like having sympathy for the Joker, and I was like, damn, dude, this is a good character.
Yeah, absolutely. I get it.
Yeah, when he said you wouldn't get it, that didn't apply to me. I got it.
I got it.
It's like the scene in The Sopranos where he's like high on mushrooms. I get it! I get it! Oh, never mind. You probably haven't seen The Sopranos.
No, I've seen this. I don't know if that was a joke, but yeah, I've definitely seen The Sopranos.
You know what I'm talking about though? When he's in Vegas?
No, I don't remember it that well, but
Dude, great
I wasn't
show.
a huge fan. But
Yeah, but it's still a leftover loophole. I'm worried about the loophole now where we're like, you know what? You wanted to make you want to gerrymander black people? You can just do that now. That's the loophole I'm
right.
upset about right now.
That's absolutely insane.
Or they're like, you know what? Nah, you can just take away the vote. Like, who cares? Memphis is like the blackest city in America. Split it up so much so that it doesn't matter.
To loop back into the whole idea, like service guarantee citizenship, I think racism in politics would probably disappear quite a bit if you said, oh yeah, you've got to do some kind of service, because I don't know, people that are less racist than people in the military. I think we're a pretty equal opportunity, I hate everybody outfit.
What do they say about the Marine Corps? The Marine Corps just treats everyone like they're black. That's why they're the least racist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%.
Well, you could use the penalty clause to stop gerrymandering if you want. No, you can't. If you use the penalty clause from was it Section 2 of the Civil Rights Act, if that's what you're talking about, you have to prove that they are racist and then provide, this is from Alito's decision, you then have to provide maps that would still have the desired end state for the gerrymander. So like it doesn't even matter. Oh, of the 14th Amendment. Oh, okay. I mean, we'll see, dude. It's a shit show. Why don't we just get rid of gerrymandering? That'd be sick.
That would be awesome.
Who thought? Did anyone think of that? My parsnips. I need more copper. I'm gonna go break into people's houses and strip their copper.
Get into their walls.
Dude, I remember as a kid, like, breaking into construction sites to steal tools. And fucking steal gasoline and light stuff on fire. That was an awful kid, man. Exception for participation in rebellion or other crime, the basis of representation therein shall be reduced to the portion of which the number of such male citizens shall bear to the whole number of male citizens 21 years of age in such state. Yeah, but also we don't measure representation by population anymore. We capped it out. We should do it every census. We should redraw district lines for representation. Not draw district lines, but redraw representation. Why did Automod block the first part? I don't know. Because you probably said something super racist, and yeah, maybe you should look in the mirror before you start asking questions. Okay. No, honestly, I don't know. Automod can be wacky sometimes, and because I need to have some Discord kittens that are obsessed with me, and then they will become my mods, and I will not have to use Automod anymore.
That's the dream.
That's the dream, dude. I'm gonna have some dedicated, whole, like, awful, smelly people to be like my mods, and they're gonna be so obsessed. Like, I'm gonna have to hide that I'm married because I want to seem like perpetually available to these men, and they're just gonna want me so bad, and then they'll do everything I want.
Like DMing you, asking if they can have your bath water for modding for you, and
I was like, oh, Troy, I banned this guy. Did you see this? When are you streaming again? I miss you. I mean, I just like watching you. I don't mean that sexually, of course, unless you would want me to.
Unless.
Technically, they're allowed to do that since the Constitution set the cap for reps. That's what I'm saying. They gotta, redo it. We gotta change the laws, dude. We gotta represent the people, man. Let's increase the House. Let's make Puerto Rico and DC a state, bro. Let's go. Let's pack the courts. I'm ready. I want radical change, bro.
I want Midway Atoll to get some representation in our government.
I want a Guam route.
It's a little outrageous that this American territory there's nobody representing it.
I want the Virgin Islands to be renamed the Islands. I want
the Enclave. What do they have to do with it?
I want Little St. James to be the 51st state. You can't make DC a state since the Enclave Clause and the 23rd were ratified. Again, dude, you can do anything you want. The law, it's made up. It's fun. No one cares about the Constitution. The people that are supposed to care about the Constitution, they don't. They don't care about it, man. The Supreme Court, it's just silly to them. It's silly. We don't have to worry about the Constitution. The Supreme Court doesn't, so why should I?
I think that's one of the... I would love to get into law to try and become a Supreme Court judge. I feel like that'd be such a cool position to hold.
That would be a super cool position to hold. Because you can be like 40, like 44 and have the position, and then for like 40 years hold the bench.
Right, like you can't get fired.
And then Congress, they don't need to do anything. You can just ratify from the bench, dude. Or legislate from the bench, dude. People love it. The Supreme Court has taken
Supreme
the position of
Court.
lawmaker rather than interpreter. Oh yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah. You can just legislate from the bench, dude. It's sick, dude. And nobody cares. It's team sports. You don't have to care anymore. Just drink
Bro,
your slop.
Did your character just bust ass? Why is there this green?
Dude, Taco Bell has entered Stardew Valley, and my guy is shitting himself, bro. Fucking playing Galago over here and get my ass kicked, bro. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, dude. Fuck off. Dude, I'm gonna die. Fuck off, dude.
Dude, just get better at Halo, man.
Dude, Halo's hard. I'm playing on Legendary right now. I thought it was heroic. They're in the walls. No, I'm being like an asshole, Master Liberty. I agree with everything, almost everything you're saying. It drives me nuts. Because I grew up thinking, and I think the Supreme Court should be, like in good faith, reading the laws in the books and trying to see what they mean. But it's just so fucking partisan, and I hate it. I hate it.
Right. The Supreme Court should be like a neutral faction saying like, oh yeah, we're here to protect the Constitution.
Mm-hmm. It should have nothing to do with party. Oh shit, I'm running. I'm gonna die. I don't want to die here. Like, the thing that gets me, I got so pissed about the Supreme Court was the immunity, presidential immunity thing. They haven't done that in over 100 years. Okay, bro. See, I don't agree, man. I think it's gotten so partisan that it's like at least so blatantly partisan now. Like, I don't know, man. What is like a good faith ruling, or what is like a egregious good, like a bad faith ruling, to the same level as like the presidential immunity ruling, let's say more than 30 years ago. There's probably some Jim Crow shit in there, actually. You probably do have a point.
I used to eat at a chow hall called the Jim Crow.
Philburn? Okay, I'm gonna look at this up. Philburn. Alright, now we're a legal channel, alright? Stardew Valley is taking a back seat. Okay, Philburn. Supreme Court case. Let's see this. Wickard v. Philburn. I'm going on Wikipedia, okay? In 1942, alright? You brought up the big guns. I said more than 30 years. You're like, gotcha, bitch. 80 years ago. Solid. Is a landmark United States Supreme Court decision that dramatically increased the regulatory power of the federal government. It remains one of the most important far-reaching cases concerning the New Deal, and it set a precedent for an expansive reading of the U.S. Constitution's Commerce Clause for decades to come. The goal of the legal challenge was to end the entire federal crop support program by declaring it unconstitutional. An Ohio farmer, Roscoe Philburn, was growing wheat to feed animals on his own farm. The U.S. government had established limits on wheat production. Dude, this is Stardew Valley. Based on the acreage owned by the farmer. So they established limits of wheat production based on acreage owned by farmer to stabilize wheat prices and supplies. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I disagree with that, dude. Fuck the U.S. government. In 1942. I love the U.S. government now. I love you, Donald Trump. I love you, Donald Trump. I love you, Netanyahu. I love you, Pete Hegseth. Everybody. Philburn grew more than was permitted, and so ordered to pay a penalty. In response, he said that because his wheat was not sold, it cannot be regulated as commerce, let alone interstate commerce, describing the Constitution as commerce among the several states. The Supreme Court disagreed. Whether the subject of the regulation in question was production, consumption, or marketing is therefore not material for purposes. Whether the subject of the regulation in question was production, consumption, or marketing, is therefore not material for purposes of deciding the question of federal power before us. But even if appellee's activity be local, and though it may not be regarded as commerce, it may still, whatever its nature, be reached by Congress. If it exerts a substantial economic effect on interstate commerce, and is this, irrespective of whether such effects is what might at some earlier time have been defined as direct or indirect. Um, yeah, that is an awful reading of this. Wait, now I gotta read the fucking commerce clause. Okay, it's Article 1, Section 8, Clause 3.
Well, I've got Plessy v. Ferguson pulled up. I
Well,
know it's
no,
a
no,
little bit.
we can't move on. We gotta stay on one
I
thing
know,
at a
I
time.
know, but I'm saying I've got it pulled up when we're ready to
Okay.
move on. Yeah, this idea, like, I think Liberty's take. They said that the guy growing wheat for his animals on his own farm is commerce. It's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely insane. But could you make the argument, Master Liberty, that like because you're growing the wheat to feed your animal, and the animals are, your revenue, that it's like a production cost thing?
Yes, but this is no. It's because what the Supreme Court is having to do is use the Constitution to justify this ruling, and what they're using is in the Commerce Clause. It says that that the government can regulate commerce among the several states. To me, that's interstate commerce. Like what happens in an individual state. Sure,
Mm-hmm.
like I could even further that argument that like the government can talk about a specific state's commerce. I think you can have a good faith ruling of that, reading of that. The thing is, for a man's fucking farm, that's crazy. Where he's not selling it, I don't think you can view that as. I think that is a bad faith reading.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree. I'm just trying to say, well, like if you own an iron mine and you produce iron, the coal, if you're also digging up coal to fuel your mine, I mean,
Hmm.
you know, I don't know. Again, I'm not smart enough to
I no,
talk.
I'm agreeing. This is an awful ruling.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. Manufacturing and production is off limits. Liberty, are you a lawyer or just like
He's in school for
a
law, I think,
scholar
right
of the
now.
law?
Not for law, but for constitutional stuff. I thought he's in school for it currently.
It's pretty cool.
If I got that wrong, let me know, man. I'm sorry. It's been a while since we talked about this stuff. Okay, yeah, I agree with you. Philburn, just little reading on this. You're absolutely right. That is an awful Supreme Court case. Plessy v. Ferguson. What
Yep.
was this one?
So Louisiana enacted the Separate Car Act, which required separate railway cars for blacks and whites. In 1892, Homer Plessy, who was 7/8 Caucasian, agreed to participate in a test to challenge the act. He was solicited by the Committees des Citoyens, the Committee of Citizens, a group of New Orleans residents who sought to repeal the act. They asked Plessy, who was technically black under Louisiana law, to sit in a whites only car of a Louisiana train. The railroad cooperated because it thought the act imposed unnecessary costs via the purchase of additional railroad cars. When he was told to vacate the whites only car, he refused and was arrested. At trial, Plessy's lawyers argued that the Separate Car Act violated the 13th and 14th Amendment. The judge found that Louisiana could enforce this law insofar as it affected railroads within its boundaries. Plessy was convicted. The court held that state law was constitutional. In an opinion authored by Justice Henry Billings Brown, the majority upheld state imposed racial segregation. Justice Brown conceded that the 14th Amendment intended to establish absolute equality for races before the law, but held that separate treatment did not imply the inferiority of African Americans. In short, segregation did not in itself constitute unlawful discrimination. In dissent, John Marshall Harlan argued that the Constitution was colorblind and that the United States had no class system. Accordingly, all citizens should have equal access to civil rights.
Okay, I'm gonna say a hot take. I don't think this is a bad ruling in like the most like best faith reading. The reason being is I there is nothing about like equal treatment or no, so, I'm sorry. To have it's bullshit. Like de facto is like awful. Like plus or like the we understand this now of like Jim Crow and all that. Like this whole like separate but equal like was never true, and you can't really have that. But at the time, I could definitely see that being like a valid argument. Like, well, no, like we can still be racist, but the Constitution says it doesn't say don't be racist, guys. Like we can still do that. Like I don't know.
It, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like it just says everybody has to have the same things,
No, I'm
but
not. I studied it or looked into going into law, but I learned that none of it mattered. So now I program only for AI to come in and destroy any chance of me getting a programming job. Bro, I'm sorry, bro.
God, that's terrible.
My son is the rule applied to white people must apply to all races, of which segregation violates. But the yeah, I mean, in de facto it does violate it, but on paper they could say, oh no, it's equal. They're separate. Which it did get over. I mean, did not officially overturned, but I'm reading that it kind of de facto got overturned. Brown v. Board of Education, of getting rid of segregation in schools. The gold seizure internment camp ruling.
That
That's not a bad
internment
one,
camp,
isn't it?
the internment camp was the World War II,
No, I understand that, but
and
that's not a bad ruling. I don't think so because they're using the Alien and Enemies Act, right?
yeah, I guess, but it's still I don't know. I think it's evil.
Oh no, I think it's evil too. I'm just saying it's in terms of like in the Constitution, like it's a bill, it's an act that was passed. Like in times of war, that our government can do some crazy shit. Um, Wrong. Hold up. Wong Kim Ark, which was ruled on by the same court, affirmed that the rule too, so that are just selective, said the federal government could intern its own citizens without due process, but we can under certain there is certain times where the government has been outlined in the Constitution to be able to forego habeas corpus. Uh,
But if we're saying like yeah, the in certain situations the federal government can intern its citizens, then everything happening with ICE and illegal immigrants and all that, like that's justifying that.
no, yes, what it is. So what I'm saying is like this, but if it's a law on the books, then let's get rid of that law. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not the job of the Supreme Court to be like, we don't like this law, so we're not going to go with it. It's their job to say like, is it constitutional? Like, what
Right.
does this ruling
Can
mean?
you do this?
Can you do
Yeah.
this? Only when
And
habeas
it's
is
up.
suspended. It wasn't when the detentions happened. Um, Wait, it wasn't when the detentions happened. Yes, it is. This is the Korematsu versus United States. That's what I'm reading, which is after
Yeah.
Executive Order 9066, which was the shit. Yes, I understand that. That's what I'm reading.
Yeah, and it said if you're Japanese, we can lock you up.
Unless there's a different ruling that, or different, because you said internment camp ruling. This is what I'm reading. Is the Supreme Court's ruling on this?
I I've got the AI overview in the dissents from it was a 6-3 decision,
Mm-hmm.
and two of the dissents, Justice Frank Murphy said it was the legalization of racism, and Justice Robert Jackson famously, and I think we're seeing it now, warned that the ruling would linger around the Constitution like a loaded weapon, ready
Mm-hmm.
to be invoked again. And that's exactly what we're seeing.
Yeah.
It's God, those if they weren't dead, those Supreme Court justices would be kicking themselves in the ass right now. I reckon they'd be like, "God damn it, we someone mentioned this." I think.
Yeah. Which is what like we were saying last year and during the inauguration speech where he's talking about invoking the Alien Enemies Act. We're like, whoa.
Right. Yeah, and he cited John Adams, I think, in
Yeah.
the Alien Sedition Act.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was like, what,
And during the
dude?
inauguration speech, we're like, that's not good.
Massive red flags going
You
up
wanna go
right
outside,
now.
baby? You wanna go outside? Go outside. Come here, see. Come here. Yo, baby.
I
See, doggy.
I think Korematsu v. United States is probably one of the most evil things we've ever done.
Yeah, the internment camp shit is fucking disgusting.
Maybe an unpopular take. I think it was worse than like the Trail of Tears and the way we treated Native Americans, because we could argue, oh, Native Americans, they're not U.S. citizens. We did this to United States
Yeah.
citizens.
Oh, dude, it's fucking horrible.
What?
Dude, just because they're like, you kind of look like what your cousins did to us in Pearl Harbor. We're gonna lock you up and take everything you own and put you in these camps, actually.
Perry versus the United States, a provision in the government bond for payment of principal and interest in United States gold coin must be fairly construed, and its reasonable import as an assurance by the government that the bondholder will not suffer loss through depreciation of the medium of payment.
Getting back to start doing it up real quick. I need to go fish.
I don't know if this is what you're directing us at, Master Liberty, but this kind of jumped out at me. Part 8 of the syllabus. The sovereignty of the United States resides in the people, and Congress cannot invoke the sovereignty of the people to override their will as declared in the Constitution. I feel like that's important. I'm not quite sure how, but that sounds really important to me.
But like, I would say these are bad rulings, but these aren't partisan.
EO 6102 made it illegal to privately own gold bullion. Oh shit! I
gotta go clean up my closet then.
Don't tell my Fallout 76 character.
Give my girl Emily some beautiful gems.
Some flowers and.
Dude, I love her. I love her little blue hair, little red dress. She's so sweet. They are partisan. They were post-judicial revolution. Which party are they partisan to?
It's beautiful, Mr. Leahy.
By the end of FDR's term, he appointed 8 of the 9 justices, not partisan my ass. Okay. Wait, that's... Okay. He was also president for like fucking 13 years.
Forever.
But then again, like, what the parties were more diverse back then as well too. So I don't know. Like, there wasn't as so divided and insular like the parties are now, especially the Republicans are now. They threatened to pack the court. Yeah, I remember that. Yes, I do remember the threatening to pack the court. Oh shit! I need to go give this catfish to Willie. He loves catfish. Sorry, real quick. I love my boy Willie. He loves catfish, so. This is great. If only me old pappy was around, he'd go nuts for this. Oh, dude, I love you, Willie. You're the best. Okay. Yeah. So I know FDR was in 37 threatened to pack the court. I don't know if it's 37, but I'm hoping you're correct here. But I do remember that. And I think Biden should have. Uh, if only.
About my ass.
Look, I'm not getting you a bass, Christina. I'm getting you a herring. Um,
I want you to chop down the tallest tree in the woods.
with this
Say you
herring.
hang your head. I remember when Monty Python was like peak. Oh, I'm funnier than you because I know this old British comedy group.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Sir Lancelot, and Sir Galahad jump out of the rabbit.
Remember in high school they had like our fucking spirit week or whatever, and this guy showed up to school wearing like a full on the King Arthur outfit and had another kid behind him with coconuts.
That's awesome.
I was like, that's pretty sick.
Me and my best friend for like our Halloween Spirit Week thing. We went to a hospital supply store and bought scrubs, and he shaved his head. He was Filipino, but he shaved his head, and I moosed my hair up, and we dressed as Turk and JD from
Oh,
Scrubs.
that's awesome. Brother Butler case literally contradicts the Federalist Papers and over 80 years of precedent. It introduced a legal impossibility. Okay, the Butler case.
Butler case.
That's the one with Alfred. I know that one. No, I'm sorry, I'm being an asshole. I don't know that case.
The Agricultural Adjustment Act was ruled unconstitutional in a 6-3 decision. Congress cannot use its taxing and spending powers to regulate agricultural production, as this violated the 10th Amendment by intruding on state authority.
Okay.
Wait,
you think they should be able to then? If you're saying that's a bad ruling, if the Supreme Court's ruling that it's unconstitutional for Congress to,
yeah, I think the 10th Amendment is like the most important.
Yeah, if they're saying that Congress can't do this because of the 10th Amendment, that sounds like a good ruling. I mean, I'm not reading it right now. I'm relying on Coop, and he can't really read that well. So
I'm not good at reading. I'm kind of.
These words are hard.
So the 1933 AAA aimed to boost farmer income by paying them to reduce crop yields, funded by a tax. Oh, this thing, funded by a tax on processors. William M. Butler received a receiver for the Hoosac Mills Corporation, challenged the processing tax, and the court decided that general welfare clause did not empower Congress to regulate activities reserved for the state. It invalidated a major piece of the New Deal legislation limiting federal power over local economic activities. I don't know, that sounds good to me. New Deal, that's a bunch of communist bullshit. Saying, oh yeah, well, the state has power.
What about the New Deal? Don't you like though?
Oh, I think the New Deal was great, but it was just a bunch of communist bullshit.
I mean, I honestly I really have not looked into the New Deal to have an opinion on it one way or the other.
Well, it was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna make all these jobs. We're gonna, from my limited understanding of it, the federal government is gonna create a bunch of jobs and pay people to try and stimulate the economy, and how are we going to pay them? But we're going to take more money and spend money we don't have to pay these people, so that way they can put the money back in the economy with their new jobs. I don't know. Like I said, I'm an idiot.
That is what it was dressed up as. They said in passing that the general welfare clause is an independent grant of power, which means Congress can spend money on anything they consider general welfare. Oh.
That is what. Right, but if the Supreme Court is saying, okay, yeah, general welfare clause, but you can't infringe on the state's rights, according to the 10th Amendment, it sounds good to me.
I want to get an opinion on the New Deal here. New Deal. Let's see here.
Yeah, please educate us.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion yet. Let's see if I can get one in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Let me formulate one real quick.
Smoot Hawley Terrifact. I hate that, so I'm glad they're gonna get rid of that, right? The demand of the expansion power made it so they could spend money on anything. The Commerce Clause case in 42 killed the 10th, so put 2 and 2 together. I mean,
they created the FDIC. I hate that place.
Wait, you hate the FDIC? FDIC is great.
No, I'm being facetious.
Oh, okay.
I love runs on banks and everybody panicking to pull their money out.
So wait, okay, so this is the background. Fiscal policy. The Economy Act proposed to balance the regular federal budget by cutting salaries of government employees and cutting pensions to veterans by 15% and save $500 million a year, and reassert deficit hawks such as Douglas that the new president was fiscally conservative. Roosevelt argued that there were two budgets: the regular federal budget, which he balanced, and the emergency budget, which needed to defeat the Depression. It was imbalanced on a temporary basis. Okay, I agree with that. Sometimes you have to deficit spend to, from times of crisis.
Right, to make the green line go up.
Green line need to go up. Roosevelt initially favored balancing the budget, but soon found himself running spending deficits to fund his numerous programs. Maybe that's where I'll get into disagreements here of what those programs are. Roosevelt strenuously opposed the bonus bill.
Act 1935. I hate Wagner. He loves cock.
No one gets that but me and you. So.
The Wagner Act of 1935 to protect workers' rights to organize, bargain collectively, and strike. Hate that. Unions are evil.
New Dealers never accepted the Keynesian argument for government spending as a vehicle for recovery. I mean, I buy the Keynesian argument that you need government spending as a vehicle for recovery. It is a vehicle for recovery. It can be done poorly. Wait, so New Dealers were not on board with the Keynes? That's weird. I would have thought the opposite.
FDR got rid of child labor.
Damn it. He ruined it.
He clearly didn't know the children yearn for the
mines.
Yeah. He also set the idea of a national minimum wage with the Fair Labor Act.
I don't like minimum wage as a concept.
I think minimum wage is a bad idea, and all it does is drive prices up.
I think it drives prices up, and it makes it harder to get hired for low-skilled laborers.
My job is case in point. We hire a lot of people remote, and we don't hire up north as much. We tend to hire down south because
lower minimum wage.
Lower wage, and the people I employ get paid $11.50 an hour. And I'm not saying the job is hard, but
sounds good, right? The price, your freedom. Wait, what sounds good? My price or the freedom? I'm confused. Well, there is a slight delay, Master Liberty. So if you're making me feel dumb, it's working, brother. All right. Let's see here. The New Deal.
Oh yes, yeah.
I it doesn't seem so far. It doesn't seem like the most evil thing in the world that it's people say it is. Like growing up, like the New Deal was awful. Some stuff I agree so far. I mean, some stuff I don't agree with, but
I think it was a lot of bad ideas, but I understand the purpose. Like creating jobs, cool. But,
okay. Let's read executive order. Executive order 6102.
Executive Order 6102. Okay.
U.S. forbidding the hoarding of gold coin, gold bullion, and gold certificates within the continental United States. The executive order made the authority of trading in the enemy active. Whoa, as a
Master Liberty, why do you want to hoard gold so much? You
um.
do you have like a gold mine under your property?
I mean, I'm against gold standards. I don't like gold standards. Or any sort of minimal standard. All currency is fiat, and to pretend it isn't is foolish. What, Sadie? You're barking. Come on. Come on. Baby girl. Come inside. You're a crazy girl. She's standing at the door barking to come in. I open the door and she stares at me like I have a dick on my forehead. um, let's see here. Da, da, da.
I don't know. I think he's got a lot of gold. He's upset the federal government won't let him use it. Is that what it is? Liberty, do you have a lot of gold?
They confiscated the nation's gold and set the price to inflate the value, which gave the government over 60% profit. I mean, based. Sick. Wait. So how did this go into effect? Were they actually going around, like? Oh my God, Sadie, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I sit down. She's barking again. Okay, I'm gonna read
Yeah,
this. By virtue of the authority vested in me of Section 5B, the Act of October 6, 1917, da da da. National emergency, blah, blah, blah. I frequently rose over the United States emergency declared that said national emergency still continues to exist. Pursuant said, prohibit the hoarding of gold coin, gold bullion, and gold certificates within the continental United States by individuals, partnerships, associations, and corporations. Hereby describe the following regulations for carrying out the purposes of this order. Section 1. For the purpose of this regulation, the term hoarding means the withdrawal and withholding of gold coin, gold bullion, or gold certificates from the recognized and customary channels of trade. Motherfucker. She keeps barking.
whoever willfully violates any provision of this executive order or of these regulations may be fined not more than $10,000, or if a natural person may be imprisoned for not more than 10 years or both. And any officer, director, or agent of any corporation who knowingly participates may be punished by a like fine, imprisonment, or both. And okay, like I get it. It like you're saying you can't have gold, and but like that's kind of shitty, right? But also, if you have gold, like what are you gonna do with it? I can't go into 7-Eleven and buy a goddamn pizza with a gold coin, like even if it is.
But still, why the fuck should the government tell you can't own it?
I don't know. They shouldn't.
Yeah,
But
that's
also,
that's that's Master Levy's whole point. They can fuck off. They can't tell me what I can and can't own. It's gold. Let me be a dragon. Let me be Scrooge McDuck, dude. And remember, make sure.
right, and yes, you do know back then you could bring gold to a bank exchange. Yes, absolutely. But I guess I'm just getting hung up on like if you wanted to hoard your gold,
I mean, I agree with him. I
the,
think this is stupid.
the
This
why of it.
is
It
this is
is it's a
awful.
stupid ruling.
This is not a
Uh,
ruling. This is executive order. This is government
Executive
overreach.
order. But also, I don't see how it impacts anyone that much.
Probably didn't impact that many people, but I mean, like, still, this is like really shitty
Who
to
the
do.
fuck's hoarding gold?
Doesn't fucking matter, Coop. It doesn't matter who's hoarding gold. It's the
I,
why is
I'm,
the government telling you that you can't?
yes, and I'm with you, but
Then that's it.
I
That's a
don't know.
conversation.
Maybe a bunch of people had gold back then. I don't even know why this happened.
Because the government wanted to, they seized gold from all the banks, from all the institutions, and then they sat there and they said, okay, actually, gold is worth this much now. So the government now has 60% more money that we can spend. Like if they artificially inflated their shit.
It inflated. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That is crazy.
Right. It's totally not cool. I just don't want to hoard gold. I can't do anything with it other than sell it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, dog. It don't matter, bruh. I want to be fucking a dragon and
Yeah, I want to sleep. I want to be like Scrooge
Smaug. I
McDuck.
want to be fucking Smog or Smaug. What do you think people were getting when they ran on the bank with gold and silver? I thought they were wanting to pull their money out. They wanting to pull gold and silver out? I didn't know that. But also, FDIC is good. That's a good thing. Having your money insured up to a certain amount that no matter what, the government will be able to cover a bank. Like, you'll never have to worry about a bank just running out of money and being like, oh, everything you own is gone.
That would be the funniest thing in the world.
I mean, that did happen. That's
I know. Like, yeah, and that's why I think the gold standard is a silly fucking idea.
yeah, gold. Any the gold standard and silver standard are retarded.
Absolute nonsense.
But I think it's great we moved on from that personally, and that we have the
Fiat
Federal Reserve.
currency.
Well, I mean, gold and silver backing it. Those are, I know technically they're not fiat because fiat means, well, actually, gold and silver means it's not fiat, but gold and silver itself, it's like, well, what is the purpose of gold and silver? Like, there's no fucking purpose.
Right. There's a value. Time is a flat circle.
um, but what backs the U.S. dollar is the USS Eisenhower, whatever the fuck, dude. Like, we got fucking guns and nukes. That's what backs our shit, dude. Faith in the U.S. system, which is kind of going away, but
absolutely. But I do have a question, and this is I'm not trying to be a.
No, I got you. Go ahead.
So everyone talks about the fact, like, oh yeah, China. We have such a huge debt for China.
Okay.
Or to China, right? And I'm not contesting that point. And then people say, oh, China is a huge threat if we go to war with them. But, they're going to kick our ass or whatever. And we owe them so much debt. I don't agree with the fact that they'll kick our ass, but we might have to relearn how to use sextants and stuff. Because I think they could. Like, their cyber warfare folks are pretty good. But if we went to war with China, wouldn't we then be able to say, hey, we're at war, we don't owe you any money?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's like, it's not. That's why anyone says that we're going to war with China, like, it's like, no, we're not.
Right.
We have so much invested in each other's countries. It's just like,
yeah, China would never do that.
This is the yeah, this is the liberalist view of international politics. You have two major schools of thought when it comes to international relations. One of them is called the realism perspective, which I hate that they call it that. It's like, yeah, we're the realists, which is that the world is anarchic and governments act as if there is no world governments, and people will do what's in their best interest always. The world is a zero-sum game, and yada yada yada. And that's like so stupid because it's like it's true, but it's like yeah, but so what? Like you can't make any predictions based off that. If you just go, yeah, countries are gonna do what they think is best for them. It's like, yeah, but what does that mean? It's like, yeah, it's like what? Like I don't know. So like people with that perspective will say, oh, China wants to do X or Y. Well, the liberalism perspective is that countries that are democratic usually will not go to war with each other. Economic relationships prevent war. When factoring like countries that are non-democratic, especially like theocratic institutions, are prone to go to war offensively. It's like things like that. But it's like if you're, generally speaking, if you are a liberal country with economic ties with another country that's also a liberal country, you're probably not ever going to war with them. So like the United States and China are both, well, America's a liberal country, China is not, but more liberal than they used to be. And that
Right.
we are economically intertwined, that it doesn't make sense for us to go to war with each other for any reason.
They would lose.
Yeah, they would lose, and there's just
even if
no
they
point.
won the war, they would,
yeah,
lose out on a lot.
And same thing with us. Like we don't have any sort of like incentive to go to war with China.
Other than to be like, hey, we don't owe you any money.
But like the debt also doesn't work like that. It's not like, oh, we.
Well, and that's my question. Is like,
because if their money went over, the debt works with them buying bonds, like their investment into the U.S. economy, like into they buy debt bonds that say, okay, or like you give us money and then we'll pay you back a percentage of it, like an interest in a few years. And so countries do that, and we use that money to then reinvest in our economy and pay it back and whatever. And in theory, we're supposed to be able to pay all these countries back. Unfortunately, now it's gotten so bad that it's even surpassing our yearly budget, just the interest.
And I think that's what Master Liberty just said. Like, if they call the debt and we can't pay the U.S. debt,
value tanks and value safe. And that's what happens with a lot of countries when Trump did the Liberation Day tariffs. A lot of countries started pulling their money out of the bond market, and then our U.S. value, the USD, started tanking, and like one day it dropped by like 40 points or something, which is, it went from like $4.40 to $4, which is like, oh, like that's really scary, because that's other countries now losing faith in the U.S. system. And look at our the U.S. dollar now. Like U.S. dollar is been so devalued for the last year and a half. But
I'm about to start farming gold on World of Warcraft.
yeah, hence why you couldn't print more money than gold you had. Hence they seized the gold, the government money than adding gold. But dude, the issue is that inflation is good to a degree. You can't the thing with gold is like you kind of have this super decentralized economic model, which in terms of like value for your currency that you can't control. I don't know. I think that we should have like the idea of having the Federal Reserve, of having like the best economists out there, like having to fight over fucking quarters of a percent of the interest rate, like to me that's fine. That makes sense. Like we'd want that. We want inflation to be a thing. We want to use inflation to our benefits when, to balance against unemployment. Um, like this economic model makes sense to me. So I'm all for it. Credit is good. Inflation is not. No, inflation is good. You do want inflation. You want inflation because you want to incentivize the velocity of currency. You want people to be spending money. The last thing you want is for businesses, like the worst thing to happen would be deflation, is where money is worth more for nothing. If you have $1,000 and that $1,000 is, you can buy more if you sit on it for 20 years, that $1,000 is worth much more, like at a flat rate. That's really bad. You want to encourage people to invest money, to be expanding and having a flowing of currency. So inflation is good.
Isn't that, from my understanding, that's, or the way I interpret it? Again, I'm an idiot, but that's why a minimum wage it doesn't work, because then we say, okay, we've got to pay you this, so
yeah. So with
now,
minimum wage, you're raising the floor, the minimum floor for jobs. You're raising that up, and that also raises prices of everything. But deflation can only happen because it isn't tied to a static asset and is fluid.
I'm taking so many notes to go play Victoria 3 with now.
Hold up. Deflation can only happen because it isn't tied to a static asset. Fuck, man, I don't think that's true. I think... Wait, hold up. So I'm trying to think about how could deflation happen with a gold standard. I have an idea, but it sounds so stupid that I'm embarrassed that I came up with it. That fucking materials like gold and stuff, they lose weight over time because of like atoms falling off, so that you would have deflation. Okay. Yes, the asset would have to be fluid. I agree with you. So I don't think deflation can happen with a gold standard, but inflation also can't, like it's static. It's just like this like restrictive economy. Like I don't like the gold standard because of that. Because it's so restrictive and static. You want a fluid economy, growing economy. A fiat currency one. Stability is important. Yes, but you can walk and chew bubblegum, man. You can have stability with a central planned banking system. We were on the gold standard, and the Great Depression happened. Like this wasn't like a like it's not instability proof. Oh shit! I should have ate something because my guy's getting seepy. You can like the Federal Reserve and having these sort of like economic model of. Hold up! I'm gonna eat this fucking flounder because I'm hungry. I'm a cuck for Jerome Powell. All right, that's me. He's my boy. And having inflation rates and working with banks to have this velocity of currency and credit and all that, all good to me. I love it. I love it. I'm a capitalist, baby. I'm an uber capitalist. That explains a lot. That does
Dude,
explain a lot,
you're
bro.
just getting dragged.
I know, dude. Master Liberty does not like me now. No, it's fine.
Mail-in voting.
Mail-in voting. Except who controls the Federal Reserve? Congress, the president. Neither controls the Federal Reserve. That was a trick question. Gotcha. I know you were ready for that one. You're like, I'm gonna trick up Troy, trip him up. Who controls them? No one controls the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve has chairs that are voted on and appointed by the president at different intervals, but they are not controlled by anyone. Boom, dude, you thought you could get me with that one. I took macroeconomics in college.
Damn!
Look
Look
at
at the
me,
big brain
dude.
on Troy.
That's my Goodwill Hunting thing right there. Unless he's like, well, actually, here is the section that Congress directly controls, and you're a fucking idiot, Troy. Like, damn it.
How do you like me now?
Yeah, he's just sitting here just like, actually, Troy, you're an idiot. Here's a link, and it's just a picture of me. It says idiot. And Jerome Powell pointing and laughing. But yeah, it's different chairs or different districts. They're voted on at 6-year or 2-year intervals. But it's like each seat you can hold it for certain seats you can hold for a certain amount of time. Okay, and how do they execute the powers of sovereignty without a tether to a sovereign? Okay, hold up. I need to get a cork board out. With some red string real quick to figure out so I don't sound crazy. Okay, how do they execute the powers of sovereignty without a tether to a sovereign when the National Bank was only justified because the Treasury couldn't stop it? Should it execute the power of the people without oversight? It does have oversight in terms of these people are appointed by the government, but it should be populist proof and have as populist proof as you can. You can't have the economic whims of I'm a level 5 bumpkin? Dude, what is that even? I didn't even know that was a thing, bro. Sorry. Dude, like, could you imagine right now if the president of the United States had access to inflation rates or to interest rates? Holy shit, our country would be cooked overnight. Doesn't matter. The National Bank had the same appointment set up and still required a tether to the Treasury. What do you mean a tether to the Treasury? Like they... What does that mean? Yeah, well, tether to the Treasury. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Tether to Treasury. What does it mean for you to... Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. To have a tether to the Treasury. Having an entity securities to back its... Wait, this is different. Treasury could not choose not to use the bank, which means the bank would go out of business. Wait, so you're saying the Treasury has to use the Federal Reserve Bank? Like they can't choose not to use it? National Bank tether. Sorry, National Treasury. Treasury tether to Federal Reserve. Tether maintains a 1-to-1 peg with the US dollar by holding an equivalent value of reserve assets. The majority of these reserves are invested in short-term US Treasury bills. Tether holds well over $120 billion US Treasury debt, making it one of the largest single-purchase US government debt globally. Wait, what is it? Tether's business model? Wait. This is okay. Tether is a. Wait, is this a digital fucking coin now? Oh my god, I'm getting linked all over the place. Treasury cannot choose. Okay, the Treasury today has no real control of the Fed. Do you think the Treasury should have control of the Federal Reserve though? Because I would say I don't think they should. It's not the place of the executive to wield such powers. You think Congress should? Okay. I.
I kind of agree with that. Like,
I don't know. I mean, I think it's working really well now. That's why I'm glad, because my thing is like, if the, because right now the executive, if the Treasury, because the Treasury sits under the executive, if the Treasury had power over the Federal Reserve, we'd be so fucked. Like, it would be irreversible how fucked we are as a country. When it comes to Congress, I can buy that. But then again, seeing how shit's just been getting abused, I am just glad it's disconnected. I think principally I agree with you that it should be a legislative power. But then again, like, the legislation does not control any department. All departments operate underneath the executive, so that would be, and you do need, rapid, I mean, not too rapid change. So maybe you could, with every budget that gets released, you could have like an interest rate attached to it that has to be agreed upon for, like, that has to be part of the budget. I could see that. I could probably agree with that. It can only be a tool if it is controlled, and it isn't. Congress cannot give our power away to other entities, but Congress themselves don't have. Wait, no. Congress absolutely gives power to other entities. They give power to the executive. Hold up. Let me catch this fish, and I'll read what you said. To coin money, regulate and value thereof, and foreign coin, the fixed standard of weights and measures. To coin money, regulate the value thereof and of foreign coin, and fix the standard weights and measures. Is a legislative power one that cannot be delegated. Hold up, I'm gonna Google that. What's that? Is that in the Constitution? To coin money, regulates. So this is the congressional. So it's Article 1, Section 8, Clause 5. Wait, hold up. Congress organized Congress coin has power to be exclusive. It's true, Congress has power to coin money and regulate the values thereof. To authorize Congress to regulate every phase of currency, Congress may charter banks, endow them with the right to issue circulatory notes, and it may restrain the circulation of notes not issued on its own authority. In the end, it may be imposed prohibitive tax upon the circulation of notes in state banks or municipal corporations, as much as every contract for the payment of money simply and is necessarily subject to the constitutional power of the government of the currency. B. Any obligation parties there is a power. The Supreme Court sustained the power of Congress to make treasury notes legal tender and satisfactory of antecedent debts. Hmm.
Bud, I'm gonna hop out of here.
God, you
I've
scared
gotta.
me.
I'm sorry. I've got to do some chores to get ready for Christina coming here. I've got some stuff I've got to do tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Love you, bud.
See you, man.
Bye.
My picture's about to get real big on here. All right. Clause 5. Wait, why is this? So what is so to coin money? I wonder what they mean by this explicitly. To mint U.S. currency and regulate its physical specifications, individual states are explicitly coining their own money and issuing paper bills. Okay, so yeah, we have a federal currency, but then the valuation of currency. Congress has the power to determine the exact value of domestic currency and establish exchange rates or legal values for foreign coins circulating within the United States. Huh. Okay. So, are you saying that the existence of the Federal Reserve in the way it exists now is unconstitutional because of what is outlined in the Constitution here? Because if that's what you're saying, I would agree with you. I think it is unconstitutional from what I'm reading here. Yes, the non-delegation doctrine. Yeah, okay. I agree with you. I think it is unconstitutional. But I like it. I like it right now. I think we should have legislative control over it. I do. I agree with you. But let's get rid of the 17th Amendment, and then we can fix the Federal Reserve in that order. All right. I want states appointing their senators, and yeah, then we can get to have legislative control over this. Because we need stopgaps against populist BS. But like I said, dude, I love Jerome Powell. I'm sad he's going away, you know? I miss him. I miss him already. They can make it constitutional, though, but Congress has to rework it and either add a tether to the executive. 1 second. Fish time. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I'm so tired. My guy's so tired. He's a CP boy. Let's go turn and fish. They can make it constitutional, though, but Congress has to rework it to add either a tether to the executive, or make it a ministerial, so that the president can be impeached for trying to mess with it. Oh, dude, no, man. You gotta have it away from the executive. This is fucking crazy. The world we live in now, man, it's we need to. Man, I'm sorry. I'm just so doomer pilled on a lot of this shit now. Of just seeing how cucked Republicans have been in terms of like having this um, no backbone. Because you look at what Nixon did when he tried to take control over the budget, that the Republicans in Congress tried to impeach or threatened to impeach Nixon if he did that shit. And then Trump comes in and does that, and they just applaud like fucking seals. So this just means there's no discretion, meaning that they have to do what the law says as it says it. Again, dude, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, dude, because the people that have to enforce it are Congress, and they don't, because they're so afraid of the cult of personality around a populist president. And I think we need more stopgaps from populism, and I think having either a change in the system, or having it to where a radical change in the system, or having a repealing of the 17th Amendment. I'd be okay with that then. The issue is Article 2 is being broken. Congress has delegated so much power to the president that it's dangerous to do normal things the Constitution requires of us. I got you there too, man. But again, Congress has been so ineffective, and with this, like this is the legislative branch should be the most powerful branch, and that it isn't, is insane to me. Also, this is our moral decision here. This dude Linus is eating out of people's trash. He wants to know if is it wrong? No, it's not wrong for you to eat someone's trash, dude. I love you, Linus. This guy's beautiful. He's a beautiful angel. I love him. It's trash, dude. One man's trash, another man's treasure, and Linus is the treasure to Leahy. All right. So you know that the president is the source of executive power. Yes, I know that. That sounds dangerous, but if the executive is such a limited sphere and no way to make new law, means he can have that level of control. The president can't make new laws. Well, they shouldn't be able to. And Congress should be like the desire for control of Congress, like of congressional people, of senators and representatives. Their desire for control should be at odds with the president's desire. Unfortunately, the desire to stay elected around just backing whatever, because they're so afraid to be out of the sphere of influence that they just fucking whatever. Under Chevron and executive agencies, he was effectively able to. He still is to a point. He still is able to make new laws. I understand he's able to. And de facto, what I'm saying is like de facto Congress is useless right now. The Republicans have all three branches of government, but two of those three branches have no backbone. It's just no spine whatsoever, and that's what's terrifying to me, is there's no principles. It's all just wanting to be in the sphere of influence for another few months, and then it's going to be this mass exodus of folks. I mean, that's my guess anyway. If EPA makes a new rule that has the force of law, who has made the law? Congress or the president? So rules and laws are different. You're mixing these terms up. Rules can be enforced through an executive order. Laws cannot. Or, I'm sorry, laws cannot be drafted by the executive. Rules can be, but they have to be within a purview of other laws. The power of tariffs don't even belong to the president and is non-delegatable. I understand that too. And he's saying he's just doing it anyway. Even the Supreme Court threw him a fucking freebie and said, you can't do this. He's like, I'm going to find a way to do it anyway. Fuck them. So it's like, and Congress is just sitting on their hands. They're like, he should be impeached for that. Like, that's But they're not. They're afraid. They're terrified to go against him. Like the way the system should work is he does correct. But what is the difference between a rule with force of law and a law? Okay, work with me here. So a rule with force of law is saying that there's this law, and to enforce this law, these are the rules we're having. And a law is just a bill or act that's been passed by Congress and that's been ratified by the president and in our Constitution or whatever, right? But a rule cannot, I guess, in good faith, like trump other laws or go past what the law says. That would be, and I'm not like, I could be wrong here. Like, work with me, dog. You're pretty chill, but I feel like if I'm wrong here, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. But that's my understanding. I know I come off as like very abrasive and but don't get me wrong, dude, I do love you. I love that you're here talking about this stuff and engaging, and it's fun. Like, you're a smart dude, and you have taught me a lot from our past few conversations. Great, but what happens if the agency gets deference on the definition of the law? Okay, so what happens if they get deference on the definition of the law? I would say then it would be possibly an injunction on the law until either a circuit court or the Supreme Court makes a decision. My point is that the agencies are used to effective create law under the Chevron doctrine. I don't know the Chevron doctrine. I understand that, like, there is a lot of government overreach in a lot of these cases. I know with like specifically the ATF, I know of rules that they've tried to put forth that violate the law. But that should be met with a injunction. Now national injunctions are much harder to do. Thanks to the Supreme Court. But to be honest, nobody knows the Constitution nor really care about it. Like, I'm a Republican in the pure sense, not Republican, the 1800s Republican, but 1800s Republican. I believe very much in the Republican form of government and its founding. Look, dude, I think you and I are very closely aligned politically. My issue right now is I would love to get to a point where we can, in good faith, readdress a lot of these things, because we've strayed so far from what these systems our founding fathers envisioned, and let a lot of shit slide for convenience, and that needs to stop. But there needs to be a righting of the ship, and I think right now we're in just like a time of crisis. It's like a crisis every week, and it needs to fucking stop, and there needs to be a massive like shift in how we do things. Because I'm frustrated that nobody cares about the Constitution and constitutional rights, and a lot of shit. Seeing these elected officials and appointed officials, the shit they say, is downright un-American to me. When you have a protester that gets shot because he has a cell phone, and you have the director of Homeland Security out there saying he deserved to get shot because he brought a gun to a protest. To me, that is the most un-American shit I ever fucking heard. And Thomas Jefferson would be spinning in his grave if he could hear that. And dude, I'm deeply upset with, like, because I grew up in a very conservative Republican household, and to see these people just bend over backwards to support this insane administration because there's like chicks out there with dicks or something, and that like breaks people's brains, where they go, a woman has a wiener, and they like, I'm gonna just wipe my ass with any principles of the Constitution. Like, that drives me crazy. Like, even if the vision shouldn't be law, but we should run the system as it was written and write new amendments to update our system as the majority of our laws based on judicial doctrine. There's a good chance you still can't apply the Bill of Rights to states because of the court. I mean, I don't know, man. It's the... I'm just doomer pilled on all of this stuff, man. There's like the systems have failed. They've failed big time, and people that like praise the systems for being these great institutions and to claim to be patriotic and love our founding fathers and all that, it's all a farce. It's all a lie. They don't care about the Constitution. You have these people that ran on being conservative and loving the Constitution, and they're the patriots and they fly the American flag, but it's meaningless to them. It's to further some other fucking agenda, and it drives me nuts, man. And it's like, no, dude, we don't like I feel like a fool because I bought into that. I grew up going to Tea Party rallies and all that. Like, I grew up believing that, wow, this Constitution is like this great thing, and we have this separation of powers, and you know, we need to like fix this shit. And you know, oh my, like, this is, you know, when the government does this, I don't like that. You know, I don't think the government should have this power. That's not enshrined in the Constitution. We need to be extremely careful when giving the federal government any sort of power. You know, because you know, absolute power corrupts absolutely, whatever. You know, all that shit. And then, but the moment it's a guy they like and they agree with it, there's no principle anymore, and that drives me nuts. But it is a drop in the bucket compared to the current problems, and it sucks that this union is very great. The genius system, despite its flaws, I think that this corruption can go farther than just tomorrow. I got you, man. And you're highly intelligent. You're highly read up on this shit, and that's why I enjoy these conversations with you. It's politically, it's mentally engaging for me, and they're difficult conversations. And I like that. And we got Ben Franklin right here. He's a good kitty. But no, I am deeply frustrated with our political system and the lack of engagement Americans have. Just because it's the guy they like, you know? That drives me bonkers. You know, we got so much that needs to change, and I'm just a sad little boy. It's also midnight here, dude. This will probably be my last day in Stardew Valley, and I'm gonna go to bed. I think I'm gonna just start streaming Stardew Valley more, dude. I'm having a blast playing this and just chatting and getting viewers. Nobody followed today. That's a little sad, but that's okay. We'll I'll have to start spending money and buying some bot farms or something to view bot my channel. That'll make me big. But it probably doesn't help. It probably someone's in there like, oh, Stardew Valley, and we're arguing about the Federal Reserve. Like, oh boy. Like, could you imagine if our Congress actually put effort into improving a Constitution? We could have reworked the Electoral College, reforms from Article 1 and 2, better supporting agencies. If Congress wants them or the people to do so much potential with this foundation. No, 100%. And it's got so many things to check and balance. But we right now, the electorate, yeah, the electorate, not the electors, are so brain broken on this shit, man. Like, I don't know. We're electing people that are like, the Jews have space lasers causing fires in Hawaii. Like, we're not anywhere. We don't have the politicians to represent. We don't have the representation to actually. You have like one side that is like focused on at least trying to run the government and has really poor understanding of a lot of the systems a lot of the time, and the other side is just batshit crazy. And it's frustrating because like I'm not a Democrat. I'm registered independent. I can't vote in any primary. I vote. I take my vote very seriously. I don't vote down ballot at all. I research the majority of the people on my ballot. My last ballot was like 4 pages long, so there's a lot of people that I just couldn't research all of them. Because in Florida we had to vote on every one of our judges for our Supreme Court. But I mean, like I take it very seriously, and most people don't, and that bothers me a ton. And it bothers me much more that our media is so controlled in different ways. And alternative media is a huge problem to me, and I don't know. I'm terrified for the future, honestly, and man. Something's got to give. Something's got to change. I don't know what it is. Like, we could even have the circuit courts be constitutionally enshrined and have them be another check on judiciary, whether it be the majority of the circuit courts via 2/3 majority of each court together can override a Supreme Court decision and draft a new one, or similar to the amendment process to keep it consistent. There needs to be something with the Supreme Court where it's not a fucking lottery of which administration is in. It should be maybe something similar to like the Federal Reserve, where there's like a rotating seats that it's just every couple of years, no matter what. Like there's terms, there's appointments that happen within these terms, and that it can't just be some sort of, oh, you're appointed and you're on this thing for life, and it's impossible to remove you. And whether that be with circuit courts or something, that might be kind of interesting. Just something's got to change with the Supreme Court, and the Senate needs the way the Senate works. Say we're the champions of repealing the 17th Amendment, dude. That's you and I. We got this. Eventually, we'll get our way. If the 17th Amendment has no haters, it means we're dead. All right. So the amendment process keep it. Oh yeah, sorry. I already read that. I think it's something that might be unconstitutional on its face due to Article 5. Look, dude. Oh, that was weird. That was a weird mic thing or headset thing. I can't tell you how how it's unconstitutional by Article 5. I mean, but I believe you. You could tell me Article 2 or 3 or 4 or 6, 7, dude. I believe you, because I don't know this shit right off the top of my head. Okay. Because under current reading, it means equal votes instead of voice. So if Republicans get a majority, they can have Texas appoint all the senators, so as long as they still get 2. Votes instead of voice. So such a construction cannot be true. Let's appoint all the senators, as long as they still get 2. I mean, I just like the idea of a state legislation appointing 2 senators every 6 years, and that the state senators answer to the state directly, and there isn't some appeal to the voter. Like, the Senate is already supposed to be pretty populist proof, but it just needs to be more so. That's my uneducated opinion. One state rejected ratification of the 17th. What state was it? me see. It was. I don't know actually. A state in fucking like what 1913 or whatever when that was passed. Let's see what state would it have been. I don't know. I have no idea. Ohio or Utah, I think. Dude, Ohio's got some cool ass history, dude. Ohio's a fucking banger state. Historically speaking. Utah, not so much. Utah's got a lot of history, not a lot of good history. Unless you're Mormon, then you'd love it, I guess. Oh, I can go in there now. I've dispatched these slimes. It's fucking midnight here, dude. Oh man, with the bugs. Oh, I need 34 more. Okay. So, under equal suffrage, according to the Supreme Court, it means equal number of votes. So the president can be allowed to appoint the senators if done by amendment. You know. What? So under equal suffrage, according to the Supreme Court. Hey, man, what's up, dude? Hold on. Oh. Thank you. Man, I don't know how to turn down those notifications, and they jumpstart my heart every time, dog. I'm trying to read this. So under equal suffrage, according to the Supreme Court, it means equal number of votes. It's a precedent. Thank you for the follow, Line Evie. How's your stream going? It's going good. I'm about to get off. I'm getting a little sleepy. I'm getting a little tired, dude. We're just building up our farm, man. Just doing our little Stardew stream, talking about the 17th Amendment. Master Liberty in here, he's a very smart guy, and he does his best to make me feel dumb, and it works too often, so. Okie dokie. What about you, man? How are you doing? Uh-oh. Let's see here. Yeah, I got my farm going. We're Wednesday the 10th for spring. It's good stuff, man. Oh, I can make another. Good, just enjoying your stream. Okay, good, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Unfortunately, it's about to end because I am tired, and I got D&D tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. How long have you been streaming? Oh, right now, today? 4 hours. In short, it's a contradiction to the purpose of the clause. The point was to prevent large states from drowning out the representation of smaller states. Then why can larger states just pass an amendment to make one state appoint all of the senators? What? Bro, you're saying the... Wait, how can another state tell another state they... like... Wait, no. If each state is appointing... Each state appoints their own senators. I don't understand what you're saying. Okay. Wait, did I pet my cat today? Let me see here. I can check this. Okay, we pet Ben Franklin. We did pet him. But I think I'm just gonna hit the hay right here. Oh, that was weird. Just like immediately turned darkness. Darkness. All right, we're going to sleep. Now we're gonna hop off. So Tax Farm, that's us. I do want to say, guys, thank you, Line Evie. It's hey, dude, you're the only follow of the night, and it's been 4 hours. Thanks, brother. Shouldn't choose the senators, and they can have Ohio choose them so long as they get 2 votes. It's constitutional in this court. That sounds wild. There's no way, dude. That's wild. I don't like that. Anyway, Match Liberty, good night. Thanks for all the conversation. Again, Liney, thank you for the follow. I'll try to stream more often. I stream every Saturday, but you know, throughout the week it's a bit harder with work and the family and all that. But hey guys, have a good night. Thank you, dude. I'll see y'all later. And yeah, dude, this was fun. I'm gonna play more Stardew, and this is Stardew channel now, dude. We're gonna marry Emily. She's the best girl, and we're gonna have lots of chickens and cats.